That sounds like a really poor apple cart. What kind of an apple cart runs out of fruit?
Well, I don't know. That's the problem. Is that when you? Hi everybody. We're just welcome to KY5 Gaming. Brock, yeah, Ivy Wasted has graced us with his presence.
Over here in Ireland, yeah.
We got Jeff Fafa.
Hello.
And our other two companions seem to be MIA for right now. They may join us midstream. That seems like that's something that we like to do.
They're probably trying to find the fruit in the apple cart.
Oh yeah, that must be some sort of shitty fucking orchard. If you got an apple cart and there's nothing in it, that's what I was thinking. You just got a bunch of bees and maybe mashed apples or what was left of them.
Well, it makes sense to me. It's all very sensible in my opinion.
However,
where were we?
Well, you see, the boys were on their way from Kentland to Veltenberg, and they happened to camp on the side of the road, in which case they got their bottoms stabbed a few times, except for Zippy for some odd fucking reason. A drow goes into a bush, and nobody can hit him. He becomes nigh untouchable.
He becomes one with the bush. I got you.
Yeah. He became the Legends of the Bush, man. Nobody fucking could hit him. Renault pulls out the poo bow. Everybody starts puking. He shoots a couple dudes. Machiavelli lights a bunch of more forest fires because that seems to be his thing, is to just burn ecosystems to the fucking ground.
Machiavelli's still alive. He's been burning down endangered species since the start of this fucking game.
And he hasn't stopped. Nothing has curbed his enthusiasm for wanton death and destruction. To me, you would think the first time that you would stop, but no, he won't stop. He's like he's like Miley Cyrus in that regard. She won't stop. He won't stop. They can't stop.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Correct, with big flaming balls.
Okay. Well, that took a turn. Either way, so where are we now? What's the scene? Set us the fucking scene.
Okay, so the fight has been over for some time. The rings of echoing battle have now subsided. Your ears are still ringing and pounding from the adrenaline that just took place. Slug, you dispatched with great prejudice 3 bodies with your bone shank and Reggie. Reggie's covered in schmutz, mainly guts and blood.
He usually is. He's my weaponized opossum. He's usually covered in schmutz.
But he seems to be happy. He seems to be pretty plucky. Renal, you're picking yourself up and dusting yourself off, and you notice that Machiavelli has kind of stepped almost like a bushwhack stomp away from the party and continues to head north down the road towards Veltenberg, and says that he's got to go figure out something about the frogs, and it was just a bunch of murmuring.
Okay.
So we're going north towards Falkenberg. Okay. All right.
Zippy is now kind of peering out of the bush just a little bit and kind of looking around, and notices that his harpy eagle has perched himself on a branch and is just regarding him in a blood-covered bush, kind of like a Jurassic Park style. You know how the bushes just get covered in fucking blood? That's pretty much what it looks like as a raptor was inside that bush. But instead, the bush is surrounded by dead bodies and carnage, and it doesn't make much sense to either of you. For Reggie.
Okay. Well, I want to keep moving north up the fucking road.
I'm gonna get to looting these guys that just attacked us.
So we want to loot things. Okay, fuck it. Are they goblins? What are we?
No, they're men. They were men.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I definitely want to get a frisky with the dead bodies.
All right, both of you, give me investigation checks.
Investigation checks. What the fuck is that?
You're gonna be investigating, see what you can find.
13.
Renal, you find yourself 10 gold pieces in a pouch. You also find another eyeball for some odd reason. You're not sure what it belongs to creature-wise, and a set of dice along with a letter.
Okay, well, I'm assuming this is a D20 because I rolled a 9.
Yeah. All right, you Slug, find yourself a pouch of some form of dust. You're not quite sure, but you feel impelled to sniff it.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Can I go ahead and sniff the dust?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw for your sniff.
Constitution saving throw. Do I just click Constitution, I think? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I got an 8.
All right, it's very harsh at first. It kind of burns your nostrils. You sneeze a few times, and you cough a little bit, but then you realize that it's not so bad once the initial burn sets into your septum, and you feel pretty calm. You feel pretty good. You feel almost nostalgic about the whole thing, like you've dealt with this before, as far as after a battle.
Well, now that that's out of the way, I think we should head north up the road over to town. I know a spot over there. I think we should probably sit down for a minute.
I found 10 gold, a letter, and a random eyeball.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read the letter.
The letter is in a script that you would never utter in front of female company ever.
You better fucking let me see that letter.
Do I know how to read it?
You know the dirty words that you read in it, and the dirty words are they're obviously some woman in Weltenburg wrote this guy, and it also has a almost like a weird etched letterhead.
I want to, this is all bullshit. I want to take the letter from Renault.
Okay, Renault, you notice that it's like an establishment that says Master Jeff's on top of it. And you're not exactly sure what that is. Slug, you swipe the letter real quick to kind of look at it. You realize that you have always needed glasses your whole life. So you hold the paper like this close to your face to read it.
And when I'm reading this, it looks like come down to Simple Tom's. We got girls, booze, and you decide which is cheaper.
As he's reading it with it that close to his face, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and just smack him in the face with the letter.
You fucking bitch.
The letter almost sticks to your face for a minute, almost like a wind blows it to you. So, Slug, you feel compelled that the letter might be evil and you need to burn it.
Yeah, okay, so I take the rest of that dust I found, and we're going to put it into that letter. I'm going to roll it up into a doobie, and we're going to smoke it.
Okay, easy enough to do. You light it up into a doob, and what was harsh sniffing it becomes even harder. It is like a truck hitting you. Zippy sticks his head out of the bush and goes, "Hey, let me get some of that." As he walks over, surly, to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I take 2 puffs, and I pass that along. Yeah.
Zippy takes a big drag. He rolls a 7, and he's coughing unbearably, and his head hurts greatly from his coughing convulsions. And he hands it over to Renault, and he goes, "Don't be a bitch, kid."
I'm gonna take it, and I'm just gonna do one of those before you know how to smoke cigarettes, and you just kind of put it in your mouth and then blow it out and then pass it.
All right, go ahead and roll an agility check to see if you're smart enough to not inhale.
Agility.
If you succeed this, I'm gonna shove it down your throat.
You wouldn't know. Is agility a thing?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Sorry, acrobatics, if you will.
Ooh, acrobatics. That's good.
No, never mind. Performance check. Sorry, everybody. I'm an idiot. Performance
14.
check.
We may
All
or may
right,
not
you
have been
fail.
drinking.
You start coughing. Roll me a Constitution saving throw now.
That's not good. 5.
You are good and snookered up. You are fucked. You feel yourself you feel at first it grabs you. And you feel panic at first, but then Slug puts his arm on your shoulder and grabs the joint and says,
"I always knew you were bitch made, kid."
Zippy looks at it and goes, "Single ply." and the party walks north, accompanied by a harpy eagle. Ahead. Caw! I can't do the robotic caw voice.
Is the harpy eagle a friend? What the fuck's that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
that's Fury.
Zippy,
Yeah. Fury the harpy eagle is flying above everybody. Yep. Yeah, no, it didn't die yet.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on Reggie and clean him off.
And
Why?
So you do. All the schmutz and garbage and gore just seems to fall off of him like strings.
Reggie loves his garbage. Why are you cleaning him with the garbage?
Because he smells terrible, and I have to walk.
No one cares about your shit, Renell. Okay.
And the flies follow the fucking excrement as it falls off of Reggie, and Reggie kind of gives a little puppy shake, almost like he walked right out of the filth, and looks up at his master and almost gives him a big toothy smile.
What the fuck am I going to do with the clean possum? What the fuck am I going to do with the clean opossum?
Well, probability says you're going to get him dirty again here pretty quick.
Oh, for fucking sure. How far are we from this town?
You guys are about 5 miles out from Veltenberg, so if you do make haste, you will get there before 10 afternoon.
10 afternoon? What the 10 at night or 10 in the morning?
Noon. So roughly afternoon.
10 noon. There's no
10 afternoon. 10 minutes afternoon.
Okay.
That is the
roughly.
weirdest
Well, we're making great fucking time. Do I have any drugs in my pouch?
You do have. You have plenty of drugs. In fact, you have some owlbear scat in a bag that you guys take to huffing pretty well, and you guys can't stop sniffing it.
Well,
you
have increased our speed to get there 10 before noon.
It's a possibility, but you do have that magic cinnamon that you crack up and chew on that seems to be almost like an accelerant and kind of like PCP or methamphetamine.
All right, so I want to take out my silver spoon. We're going to cook that cinnamon in it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
A survival check? Oh, shit. What did I just get into? Survival. Hold on. I'm just going to roll a 20. I can't see my scorecard here. Roll. So on the roll, I got a fat 7. I don't know what my survival is.
So you believe that the concoction
survival
that you,
plus 2, 9. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay, you believe that you've prepared this properly. Are you the first to take it, or do you offer it to somebody else?
I'm going to give it to Renal.
Renal, you don't know that he didn't properly prepare it, so no metagaming.
I'm done. I'm done with the drugs.
I mean, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. Yeah, you're fucked up.
I didn't notice him stop. I just kept walking towards.
But he didn't stop. He was walking while he was doing this thing. He's right next to you the whole time.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
And he looks at you like, "Hey,
don't you want to puff of this?"
I'm good. We got things to do.
All right, so I'll go ahead and smoke it myself. Fuck it.
All right, Constitution saving throw.
Is that also a D20? Let's take a look.
Just click the Constitution.
I'm on it, bro. Constitution. There we are. I'm rolling. I got a +1 in Constitution, so I have 16 in total.
You feel fucking invigorated. Invigorated. You start briskly walking until you're almost at like a constant fucking jog, and then you're sprinting at this point. So you are already ahead by a good length of Renal. And Zippy can't even get ready to say, "Hey, give me some." You are already gone. You're gone.
Okay. So have I made it to the town yet?
Not yet. You have just blown. You've just blown by Machiavelli, who's still muttering about frogs and being pissed off about burning down woods.
That sounds about right. Okay. Stop killing the environment, you fucking asshole.
So at this time, you guys have been walking for about 3.5 hours, 4 hours. You, Slug, you're already at the causeway, which is a bridge that you are very familiar with. It is a cobblestone bridge that leads up to the fortress city of Veltenberg, and you're sitting there waiting as the party slowly trickles in from their brisk walk, and they're all pretty tired, sweating. Renal sweating, Machiavelli
looking like a shit mess that they are.
Yeah. Machiavelli looks like he's been bushwhacked because he probably went off the road thinking he knew more because he's a wizard, and then came back on the road and he's just covered in brambles and thorns and them little bastards that stick to your clothes and boots all the damn time. They're usually around. Yeah, the burrs. They're usually around your shoelaces. He's covered in burrs. Covered in burrs. Zippy is the only one that seems to have not exerted himself at all, and he shows up about a half hour later than everybody else, and he's still kind of just walking. And he's drinking something out of a pouch.
What are you drinking there?
I found it.
You found it.
That seems safe.
It tastes good.
Okay.
How does it make you feel, though?
Calm. And he
I don't
hands
want
he hands the drink over to Slug, and Slug can smell that this has to be 100 proof or more, or whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, it's 100. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a swig of that.
Slug, you take a swig of it, and you're like, "This is." If you knew what motor or jet fuel was, you would equate it to that. This is something that you put in a siege weapon to light it on fire.
So it's like Buckfast or 211.
Yeah, or Greek fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Zippy's basically drinking Greek fire.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that later. All right. So
you hear echoing sounds of the city. You hear every once in a while as the ramparts lift up their chain-ridden gates. You hear calls. You see merchants coming in and out of this bridge. They're passing you guys. It seems to be a pretty busy spot. Slug, you get some pretty shitty vibes because you realize that this is the city that you got pinched in. This is also the city that imprisoned you.
Oh, okay. So this hits home for me. Also, there's like a lot of pretty people walking around me, and I feel inadequate.
Yeah, correct. There's a lot of people who are well off that look good on the eyes, and even you, as a fat pixie hobbit, know that you are an ugly curmudgeon.
Oh yeah, I'm very aware. Me and my opossum friend. I'm gonna have to look at the group and be like, guys, maybe we shouldn't go in here. They're a bunch of fucking assholes. I don't know about it.
You also take notice. You also take notice the amount of alcohol being carted in too.
Guys, I've changed my mind. I think these guys might be okay, and we should probably go inside immediately.
So, what does the party do?
Why? So
I'm telling you, let's go. Let's go.
I want to go in. I have some things I need to purchase. Why were we going here, though?
We're going here because there's reasons, and they're in there. We're gonna.
Zippy, do you remember why we were coming here?
Zippy, smoking a spliff, looks at Renal. I mean, we got given patents to get in here. I mean, I thought this was the whole point. You stupid fuck.
So we're just going here because we're allowed to go here now.
It was a reward, obviously.
Okay. Like I said, I got some shit I can do here, so I'm down to go in.
Yeah, I'm already across the bridge past the portcullis. I am inside at this point.
Okay, at the portcullis, you're stopped by a guard who asks for patents and nobility and or a lord's note. Each one of you have lord's notes, so.
Okay, so I pull out my lord's note and I show it to him, and I say, "Yeah, I got credentials. If you got a problem, you can bring it up with my associate here." And I point at Reggie.
He looks down at Reggie and looks back at you, shakes his head, grabs your your letter, your note, walks into the guard post, stamps it with like this metal stamp, hands it to you, and does the same for Renal, Zippy, and he's regarding you guys almost like, I know exactly what part of town you guys are going to.
Now when he does that and we're walking away, I say, "Fuck the police." As I'm going,
he turns and looks, and he's like, "The what?"
It doesn't matter, pawn.
Before I get past him, I'm gonna ask him if he knows what Master Jeff's is or where it's located.
Yes, Master Jeff's. You seem the type. It's in the slums. It's in the slums there on Cheapside. And you also got Simple Toms as well, if that's the type of thing you're into. But if you've got coin, you can go to the upper end, which has the Spotted Hag. You can go to Middletown, where there's the Bearded Maid.
I interject and say, "Yeah, Simple Toms. I've heard of the place. I think we'll do all right. We'll head that direction. Where's that at again?"
That's in Cheapside, to the northeast of the keep. And
asshole, point me in a direction.
He points northeast again.
Now, I lean in. I'm like, I don't know if that's northeast, guys.
He looks at you and he goes, "Believe you me, that's northeast." And I will tell you this. I will tell you this.
Your breath smells foul.
As soon as Slug opens his yellow teeth, the guard's face immediately gets like a shade of green and just goes, "Yes, you belong in Cheapside and Flea Bottom. Get out of here! Get out of here!"
I need some more directions. Thanks for doing that, Slug. I just
listen here, Elf. If I had my way, I would have left you. I would have left you in the muddy road with the other guy kicking you in the goddamn face. Okay. We're going northeast. We're going to the fucking Hoggenslag or whatever the fuck it's called. And
as we're headed that way, I want to keep my eye out for anything that looks like they sell goods for magic users.
You break through the main gate and ramparts. You see through the gatehouse to your left, there's a merchants and artisans guild row, which seems like that's where all their major business is done as far as crafting, smithing, commerce. It seems to be a commerce section of the city.
Beautiful. I'm going to head that way.
All right.
I'm going to let him do his own thing because I know the good shit comes from the back alleyway over by Diagon or whatever the fuck we're going.
We're not going to Diagon Alley, I promise you. This place makes Diagon Alley look like Four Seasons, you son of a bitch. So as you keep walking, Slug, you realize that you're on the middle road, which is what it's labeled as, and it leads up to the keep. The keep is pretty foreboding, and it's in the center of the city. It's fairly large to where, you're like, dude, I would hate to be a army that would actually breach the walls because that's just part of the fight. This keep is pretty imposing. You, Slug, know for a fact that Lord Mortimer lives there, and he is an outright bastard.
His name's Lord Mortimer?
Lord Mortimer. And he's an absolute prick. Okay, he knows you. He knows you.
Before anything happens, walking by, I scream, "Mortimer, you're a prick."
It seems like the city doesn't at all really give a shit at that point because everybody kind of has the same feeling that he's a murdering bastard.
Well, that's fine. I want to look. I want to look around me. I'm thinking armor. I need to armor my opossum.
Okay, so you hang a left, and you're just about 7 or 8 lengths away from Renault as Renault heads into the smithy section.
Is it length like my dick, or is that like a mile? How far are we talking?
About 6 feet.
I mean, you're more than 7 inches away.
Joke. Anyway, okay. So, I want to walk up to the armorer and I want to ask him if he has small framed sets.
You hear tink 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 tink, and he looks up at you with a soot face and a furrowed brow, big ass fucking black beard. He looks at you, goes, "What do you mean, small framed armor?"
And I want to reach over my shoulder, grab Reggie, and hold him in front of him and see what he feels about that.
An opossum, I've seen it all now. Yes, let me look in the back. As he clambers off, laughing to himself, echoing and booming through his shop, he comes back with almost what seems like Amazonian nipple plate armor. The big boobs. And he looks at Reggie, and he goes back to his bench and he pulls strapping, and he looks again and he grabs some snips. It looks like some what you would use to cut some thin metal. And he looks again and he finds himself a crimper. So he goes to work looking at Reggie, goes, "May I, Lord? Get the measurements right, Oh no, that's the first time I've ever armored a possum before. I need to get
I'll allow it. Okay, so
He takes a veil that's got a fucking clip on it, and then he sets it down. It's almost like he's kneading the possum. Like he's never gotten this close to a live possum before, so it's just made his day.
I'm assuming Reggie is just being a good man.
Yeah, Reggie's just like, what the fuck am I doing here? Lady, you're scaring me. It's kind of how Reggie's reacting. Like, what the fuck? He still laughs and he starts working. You see the first tit goes on top of Reggie's head, where he makes a mark with what seems to be a pointed punch for Reggie's ears and sets it down, almost like this guy could do this in his sleep. And he takes the other can, if you will, with the tit top and puts it on Reggie's back and looks at kind of where his tail is and marks it with the punch again with a little X. Then he looks at on either sides and goes ahead and does kind of a loop on each side for Reggie's arms. Okay. In which case he goes into cutting and he goes into cutting and fashioning it so the poor little woodland creature doesn't get cut on his new armor, and he rounds all the pointy bits. He slaps the armor on, puts in the belt buckle. Now Reggie looks like a armadillo with tits, metal tits on his head and his back. He looks at you with his hands on his hips. You fancy in hell, little sir?
That's shit. I'm not paying you. And then I want to pick up Reggie and walk away.
He almost is flabbergasted, and he goes, fuck it. So like anybody's gonna buy that shit anyway. Armor for sale! Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so Reggie is now armored with a bikini, and we are moving up the road. I also need to find myself a better weapon. I think I got a bone dagger right now that I made out of a chicken leg or some shit. I want something a little beefier, like a club, something to smash skulls with.
You probably should have paid that guy. I'm sure he had something.
Hey, well, there's other guys. There's plenty of people to burn in the city.
All right, Slug, you start browsing and looking around. Renal, what the fuck are you doing?
All right, so when I get into the district, I'm going to look at the names of the shop and try to see if I can find one that would sell the implements I would need.
Well, you notice when you walk by an armadillo.
We all heard it.
So you notice this whole back and forth with Slug and this guy armoring the possum up, and you kind of do one of these as you keep walking because you don't know what that's going to turn into. So you start noticing the names. You see Thomas, the Armorer and Sons. You see Fenn, Fletchering, and Weapons of Mass Seduction. You also see Oscar's Emporium of Wizardry and Occultism. That sounds like
that's very broad for magic, I would say.
Yeah.
Wizardry and occultism.
Well, you can't.
You went from Harry Potter to Matilda real fucking fast.
Occultism. Well, I didn't know this motherfucker was gonna fucking store browse. Jesus Christ!
I just got my armadillo armored for free. So
the last one is Stinky Pete's.
Go to Stinky Pete's.
All right, I'm gonna take note of Stinky Pete's, but I'm gonna go into Oscar's.
Okay, Oscar's, you'll notice, is a bunch of tomes in the front, kind of leaned up. It's very neat. You also notice a couple different Bunsen burners, a couple exotic-looking animals in these jars in like some sort of liquid. You notice a couple different sticks that to you just look like sticks. You see some advertisements on enchantments and some elvish incantations.
By the way, those sticks are called stabs. Okay, I don't know if you're new to the world of wizardry.
You're not here. You don't know. Shut up.
I'm saying Renaud just sees sticks. He doesn't see anything else but sticks. So to you, it's like, well, I'm not exactly sure what all this is. So go ahead there, Renaud. What are you going to do?
Okay, so DM question. For my spells that require materials, are they spent when I cast the spell? Or
yes!
Or is it just... Okay. All right, I'm gonna look for a shopkeeper. I have very specific things I'm looking for, and I have no idea where they are in the shop.
Oscar's got like these huge ass glasses that make his eyes 4 times bigger than what they should. And he's got his face down in kind of a tome, and he's smoking a long ass pipe. So, yes.
Hi, I'm looking for some implements that I hope you have here. I need some lodestones, some tiny tarts, some feathers.
Tiny tots.
Tiny tarts.
What kind of establishment do you think I run here? This is for books and magic users, tiny tots. What sort of pish toss are you? Looking for tiny tots. You need to go to Flea Bottom for that kind of action, not me.
All right. Thank you. I'll take note of that. And I need some string and a little bit of wood as well. Do you have any of these implements?
Clearly. Look around. If you didn't find something that gives you a boner, go to Fleet Bottom or Cheapside. He points out a component shelf with a bunch of bullshit in it. You see all the things that you mentioned, and they're advertised as such for spell components and incantations, and he still thinks that you're a diddler.
Why am I?
Because you said tiny tots.
If I was there, I'd tell you to get the
Tarts, tiny tarts.
That sounded like you said tots. We do not condone that kind of behavior here.
Especially the miniatures kind.
So pick your wares and be gone. Do you have coin?
I do have coin. I'll pick out a few things and then we'll discuss. Actually, how much are your lodestones?
For you, about a half a tubbin.
I have no idea what a tubbin is.
It's copper. You got copper? You got gold?
Plenty.
Just tell me what you want.
All right, so give me, if you would please, let's do like.
What, you want a fucking bag? Grab it yourself.
All right, this is when I barge in.
Why are you over here?
Where the fuck have you been?
I'm shopping.
Just then Slug walks up just outside of Oscar's.
And then that's when I take notice. I'm like, hey, you old fuck, how much for the stick on the wall?
275 gold pieces.
That's shit. I'm not paying anything more than 150.
160.
150 gold pieces in your fucking hand right now. If you try to haggle me again, I'll drop it down to 140 or I fucking walk.
155 and it's yours. And then I'll also give you a book.
I'd rather it be a blowjob, but that's a deal. I'd like to pay 155 gold for the book and the stick.
Alrighty, 155 from Slug. He gets a staff and a book of dragon summoning.
Oh, that's fucking badass. All right, word. Oh, by the way, I'm drunk as shit. I managed to hit up some slog before I got over here. Renell, what the fuck are you doing in here? What are you trying to? I heard you trying to buy quiz or something.
All right, so I'm gonna buy. I'll take a silver of lodestones, please.
And is there anything else?
Yes. I see you have some feathers here. I'll take a silver worth of the feathers as well. And then let's go a gold's worth of string and bits of wood, please.
He looks at you. Well, come on, boy. Get in your hand. Put him over here. He shows you a cloth, almost like tabletop.
I'll just go set my money there, I guess.
He slaps you.
I don't blame him. God, you suck at haggling and doing the business, Renell. Grab your
You're very
shit,
disrespectful, young man. Even for elf kind, what you know is you grab your goods, you set them here, then we talk about price.
Okay, I grabbed the amounts that I think are right for all of that stuff. And you don't have tiny tarts, correct?
I have tiny tots. I don't have tiny tots.
Gotcha. Okay,
I'm over here wondering what kind
shut
of business.
The fuck up, Slug! Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I want to use my staff and bonk him in the head now.
It bonks almost like just annoyingly, like he's just kind of like getting you to try talking to a mic. And clearly Renal now is worked up because he has no idea how this works because he's a fucking elf. And clearly everybody hates elves in Veltenberg because they're all humans.
Everybody hates elves.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and just put as much grime and muck as I can right in Slug's eyes, and then go back to the shopkeeper with the stuff.
That's fucking rude. That's fucking rude. I have a book of summoning dragons, you bitch. I will fucking do so. I might if I could
use it.
We're gonna have problems.
Slug, give me a reaction of agility to see if you can dodge it. Or a dexterity. Give me a dex.
A dexterity. Okay, I got +3 dexterity. Come on, baby.
Wait, is that a dex save or?
It's it's a 5.
It's a 5. You get smacked with schmutz on your face, but you don't give a shit. You just kind of.
I am schmutz.
You just kind of do this. So to make the long story short for everybody watching, Renal fucking drops all of his fucking wares on the money he already established on the table, which then pisses off Oscar even more because it's like this kid's never done this before. He takes 4 gold pieces from Renal, and that's for making him deal with his shit, and says, "Get out!" And he throws a canvas bag at him. Doesn't even bag his shit. He just throws it to him. You got a little canvas. You got a little 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
I paid 150 gold for a stick and a fucking book.
So,
you don't even know what the stick is yet.
I might fuck. I think I bonked Renell with it at least once.
So, how many of the lodestones do I have now?
You got 6.
6. Oh, that's weak.
6, 6, 6. Everything's in 6s.
That's gross. All right.
So you guys are standing outside of Oscar's. You're standing outside of Oscar's, and you see in the little shack where Stinky Pete's is. There's a light that starts to emanate from Stinky Pete's, and then you hear a whirring sound, and then boom! You see this big, almost like mushroom cloud, just shoot out of the top of this little shack.
Yeah, I want to go investigate that.
And you hear, "Oh, that's fine. That's right. Just sitting at breakfast. Just sitting at breakfast. That's right, Vivian. You fucking cunt." And then you hear, and then you hear, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that, Pete. I swear you're depressing the hell out of me. And you keep on trying to tell me to fix the hearth. I fix the hearth and it explodes."
I'm going to follow Slug in there, but before I do, I'm going to cast Disguise Self and basically just like round off my sharpened elven features to make myself look human.
Okay. Slug, you notice that, and it makes you happy.
No, I look at him. I'm like, oh, so you are a complete bitch, and we're going to keep walking inside.
The door opens, and like smoke of the arcane substance of like, I mean, it's like ozone that hits your nose, kind of burns your eyes a little, and you just see 2 fucking gnomes just fucking going at it at this point. Stinky Pete's clearly the dirty ass gnome that's got a hold of Vivian, the one that exploded the hearth with some sort of fucking contraption that ran headlong into it. It is a tinkerer's shop, as you could tell by all the mechanical shit around you, and you also notice a couple little things that, Slug, you would recognize as blunderbusses and black powder boomsticks.
All right. I know we kind of walked in and whatever fucking weird fetish you guys got.
Fuck you, Vivian! I told you not to turn it on! You just keep on depressing me! Pete, I've been... And they both look up at you as Stinky Pete's about ready to poof Vivian once more in the face. They both have almost like Mason's aprons with a bunch of gadgets and gizmos. They both got goggles on their foreheads. Yeah. They look up at you guys.
Look,
He said, "Can I fucking help you, my son? Are you having a bath walking in without becoming announced?"
Look, I'm not one to interrupt a good time, but I saw what you did outside, and I kind of want that something a little more handheld. The 2 of them, if you don't mind. What do you got for me?
Stinky Pete stops for a minute. Vivian looks at him. He looks at Stinky Pete, and they both kind of compose themselves, and they stand behind their little bench that obviously is made for you to walk up to. You said you need something that has a little bit of spark to it, a little bit of oomph, right? A little bit of character, right? Some of your stature tells me you need something with a little bit of fucking bang, right?
And that's when I lean in and I look them dead in the eyes. I'm thinking, I want to be able to aim at their face and have their teeth blow out their assholes.
Say no more, Lord. We've come to the right place, Stinky Pete's. We handle everything in manner of mechanical devices and spark powder. What you got for coin?
I got a little bit of coin. I also have a stick and a book about summoning fucking dragons or something.
Fucking magic. We're men of science around here. You can tell we are establishment of repute. We don't mess with that stuff. Magic. There ain't nothing more than a best boomstick can handle.
Well, let's talk about gold then. How much fucking gold do you want? I need a boomstick with a spearhead at the end of it.
A spearhead. Hey, Vivian. Yeah, go ahead, Stinky Pete. Check the back. I think we got one with a harpoon on the tip of it. You know, the one with a kind of like a bayonet. I know. It's more like a fork. It's more like a fork.
Fork?
It's a bayonet. It's a bayonet. I swear. Right, it's a bayonet. You hear in the back, Vivian, it's not a bayonet. It's a fucking fork.
All right. Bring out this gun. Bring out this boomstick. I want to see it.
All right. So you hear some clambering in the back. You hear Vivian rustling motherfucking things. He comes up. Are you done, you fucking cunt? You gotta bring it out here. Vivian, who's clearly a man, walks out with this long fucking blunderbuss, you know, like the French blunderbuss with the big fucking muzzle brakes that looks like you could, horn barrel. He comes out and the horn barrel literally has it's smelted with like cutlery on the end of it. So there's like a steak knife, 2 forks, and then like a meat cleaver at the end of it. It looks like it's all been smelted with brass around it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Slug real quick and then trying to act more human. Just be like, that looks like good weapon. I'm going to find Master Jeff's and I'm gonna walk out.
And okay, so finally the elf loser's gone. How much for this piece of whatever the fuck you brought me is? What is it?
Does that pointy ear really think we can't see right through his fucking getup? We know he's a fucking pointy ear.
He's a fucking moron. I'm stuck with him.
I don't even get a performance check on that. They just automatically know.
They're fucking gnomes. They're gnomes. What the fuck do you care? They're smaller than hobbits.
Look, he's still young. He's got things to learn. Doesn't matter. How much for the fucking the giant steak knife? What are we doing?
Stinky Pete looks at it. How much will you give me for it, huh? How much you think it's worth?
Well, how much are you willing to put on the table? How about we play a little game about it?
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll put a load down on this table with this here fine instrument of death and science. She's sexy, isn't she? I call her.
Are we talking about your wife or my gun?
I'm talking about this beautiful craftsmanship right here. I call her Charisse. She bites like by thunder. She bites. I put a load of black powder on the table, and I'll give you a load of shot. And I will tell you right now, you listen here, my son, you listen real quickly, very carefully.
I'm always there.
You can load just about whatever the fuck you think you can fit in the barrel and shoot it at anything you want to kill. You understand? This is a versatile weapon. This contraption, perfect, flawless even.
We're going, let's have a little bet here. You're going to give me the gun for free. If these are the parameters, I bet you this gun, I could shoot an entire ship out of it.
An entire ship, huh? Go ahead and roll a performance check. Let me see what you got, and then give me a charisma following it.
Oh, that was good.
Okay, what do I gotta do? I gotta roll a 20?
Give me a performance check first, and then a charisma check.
D20. D20's a 9, and then charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Up at the
Charisma
top.
is 19. So
All
I
right.
got a 9 and
No,
or,
no,
sorry,
plus.
9, 19.
All right. I think you're full of it. I really do. But you seem like a smart guy. Let's see you shoot a ship out of her. Let's see you do it. Shoot at Vivian. Vivian, come here, you bastard. Vivian, stand right in front of the fireplace. Why is it always going to be me? Why is it going to be me? You're depressing the hell out of me. You're depressing the hell out of me, Pete. I do everything for you. I do everything for you. Stand over there right fucking now.
This can only end badly.
Now I
Stinky-
look at
Stinky
him
Pete
and I'm-
looks at you and goes, now you know how to load the thing, right? You got to put some black powder in it first, and then let's see you shoot a ship out of her.
Okay, so I need some black powder.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the
Okay,
table.
so I pack in. I load the flint. I do the black powder, and then I do the muzzle load with the cloth.
Uh-huh.
And then I pull out of my little satchel the little mini boat that I picked
Uh-huh.
up from the Goblin Cave, and I cram it in there without them noticing.
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand check. What's that? Is that just a D20?
Yeah, just give me a D20 roll. Let me see what you
I'm
get.
rolling. I got a 9.
All right, you stick it in there while Stinky Pete is picking his nose and flicking his booger and waiting for you to surprise him.
Sounds like altar service when I growing up. Okay, so I got the boat there. I cock back the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I aim at Vivian, his wife,
No, Vivian's
And
a
then
man. Vivian's a fucking man.
his man wife.
No, he isn't even a wife. He's just named Smith.
Just Vivian. Okay.
You just have the
He's
lady's
just-
name.
Yeah.
Way to make assumptions. Gee, it's 2015, Rock. Come on.
Whatever. Anyway, I
Go ahead
look
and
over over at Reggie, and Reggie kind of gives me a wink, and I say, "That's right, baby." And then I pull the trigger and I shoot the mini boat. And meanwhile, going outside of the barrel, the boat is rubbed, and it expands.
It's
It's a growing boat. You gave me the boat in the
Yeah.
second episode.
okay. So the boat shoots out. The gun barks to life as
Okay.
the boat that is clearly growing. As soon as it leaves the breach of the fucking muzzle, and you just hear a as Vivian notices that a full-size boat is careening towards him, in which case this boat collides with Vivian and shoots him not only into the fucking hearth, but through the back of the hearth. Boom! And you just hear, ah!
I'm assuming the entire shop is ruined at this point.
The whole hearth fireplace and everything is got like a Vivian shaped hole and a fucking half of a boat shot through it.
I'm gonna ask.
You
and I
see
might
it
regret
as you're
this.
walking out, Renal. As you're walking out, you see a fucking gnome get shot out of the back of the fucking Stinky Pete's fucking workshop, just screaming. "Ah!"
Okay.
Okay. I think that means I won a little bit. I think I'll purchase some black powder and shot from you.
I think you just killed Vivian, you bastard! Vivian!
Okay, and that's when we
starts
decided
running.
to go.
Stinky Pete starts running over to the hearth, and he's touching the boat, like leaning out to see if he can find Vivian. Vivian, are you okay, you fucking bastard? And you hear, yeah, I think I'm okay. I'm caught in the fact that I just got shot through a brick wall. I heard. Call the apothecaries! I can't feel my legs! Stinky Pete turns his head real sharp to try to find where fucking Slug is and notices the black powder kegs, the balls of the rounds of musket shot, and his sweet Charisse is gone. You fucking cunts! I will find you, you fat Pixie fucking Hobbit!
And
As
Renell and me are running away.
I was already gone.
Yeah, I catch up with Renell, and I'm just like, and that is what negotiation is.
I'm gonna take
thank
note
you
of
all for
that.
joining us. Like, share, and comment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Facebook and Twitch. We appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Oh my god! So you just stole the fucking most ridiculous fucking musket I've ever fucking thought up of.
So, just so I have a better understanding of this, dropping all the act. So I have a musket that essentially has a bunch of silverware just kind of glued to the fucking
Smelted, yes. So there's like a ring. Yeah, there's like a ring, a brass ring around where the choke widens out, and you've got yourself like a steak knife, 4 forks that have obviously been used to stab things, so they're like bent all kinds of different ways, and then a meat cleaver. So you can swing it, you could stab it, you could shoot it.
Hold on. Am I the one cutting out, or is it you guys? Hold on.
No, I can hear you.
You're good.
Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So essentially, I just have a bunch of silverware glued to the end of a gun. And I won that by shooting a mini boat that expanded out of it.
Yeah, and you left the boat, by the way.
The boat's fine. Yeah, it's I'm not going back for it. It's good. I got a funded bust. Reggie got some free armor because some armorer was being a dick to me.
I feel like that was a pretty cool thing to just leave behind, but okay.
It might come up into play later. It doesn't matter. I got a fork covered.
Oh man, sure wish we had a boat here. Too bad you shot a gnome with it.
I have a stick. I have a stick and a book about dragons. Okay, something good might come from that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm just gonna like try as nonchalantly as possible to keep going to Master Jeff's.
Okay,
look at Renell out here all trying to barter with people. I'm just out here fucking shooting big boats at their fucking mistresses and winning things at this
They're
point.
partners. He was a partner, obviously probably his brother of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah,
but you shot him through a fucking brick wall.
Enjoy your boat. Enjoy your boat.
Oh, greatest ending story. So you guys prance your way to Flea Bottom and Cheapside, which is the shitty part of town. You guys notice as soon as you cross the middle road that it gets real shitty real fast. A lot of dirty street urchins, a lot of obviously consumption of mass quantities of alcohol and or drugs. So there's lots of. It looks like the streets of downtown Detroit.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and make my upper lip smell like sandalwood.
What is sandalwood?
It's a very nice smelling thing, so I don't have to smell this area.
Okay, so you smell sandalwood the whole time. The whole time you're there, you smell sandalwood, apparently. So, you guys hang a right at the keep, and you pass the Middleton, and you go right into Cheapside. The slums are, like I said, just terrible. They're wenches and men alike being raped in the streets, stabbings. I mean, it's pretty bad. And you start to hear a row in one of the back street alleys, and that is something that Slug is familiar with because that back street alley is home to Simple Tom's. Master Jeff's is just up the road just a little bit. What do now?
So Slug, you said that you wanted to stop by Simple Tom's. It sounds like that's on the way to Master Jeff.
You know, kid, I do want to slip in there. I don't think you cut from the right cloth with your boss of wood lip and all that.
Boss of wood lip. Fuck off. I take that. How long has it been since right before we got into Stinky Pete's, by the way?
It's been about an hour. It took you about an hour's walk to get to where you're at.
So I'll take Slug at his word and then keep heading towards Master Jeff's.
Yep, it's about 3 or 4 o'clock. You head to Master Jeff's on Cheapside, and that is where your scene ends for right now. Slug, do you move down this back alley?
I moved down the back alley, but I also slip Renell the book about the dragons before I send him off.
Okay, he doesn't take notice yet.
He doesn't take notice unless he wants to do a fucking check.
He doesn't take notice yet. He has no reason to check. He hasn't gotten to Master Jeff's to try to find accommodations yet. So you decide to walk down this back alley. You come by some rubbish and you notice an orc that's getting dome from something on the other side of that pile. As you walk past that pile,
when you say dome, an orc's getting a blowjob from a fucking warg or something weird. Okay.
Nope. You walk by and it's a dude blowing an orc. Yep, an orc. Yep, tusk love. And in your mind, you're thinking, yes, I remember this place very well.
I'm so glad I didn't go that way.
And then you start hearing the crashing of glass and the sounds of fights and yelling and hooting and hollering as you come up to this shack, yet another shack that looks like it's only held together by pieces of twine rope. You can almost see into thanks, Dan. You can almost see into the shed. You can almost see into it, approaching it. Like you could see the shit that's going on. Do you go in?
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go in.
The door that's obviously been broken about 100 different times opens. You creak it open, and it lets loose to the aroma, sights, and sounds of home for you. You're like, I remember this place. There's like 5 stools at the bar, and the rest is standing room only. It's nothing but a bunch of drug dealers, thugs, street toughs, urchins, and ladies of the night and men of the night dressed as ladies. I mean, it is a motley crew of barroom brawls and drinking and doing various substances.
Well, I feel at home. My first move walking into this place and taking all this aroma, I'm gonna go up to the bar. I'm gonna order myself a shot and a glass of water for the opossum.
As soon as you walk up, you notice that Zippy's got one of the stools, and he's already got you a shot and a glass of water for Reggie. And he's sitting there, and he's sitting there smoking his spliff, and he's hanging out and smiling and getting fucked up.
Zippy, what the fuck are you doing here? How long you been?
I mean, I've been here since we got in. I thought you were coming straight here.
Yeah, no, I got caught up. Something about a couple tarts in a boat or something. By the way, I lost the elf.
Ooh, nice gun. Where'd you get that?
That came down to the boat thing. I completely murdered somebody.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Dad. Timmy's in the back right now. I don't know if you want a beer to chase that shot or not, man.
I don't need no chase to hit a shot. What does Timmy want?
Timmy said that Tom got hit with a crossbow a couple seasons ago. So simple Tom is quite simple now, even more so simple than what he was before.
I got a question. Did you tell anybody here that you were traveling with me?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, Timmy's the only one that knew. So,
did Timmy offer to buy you a drink when you came in here?
No. In fact, Timmy said, "Oh fuck, is Slug coming?" And I said, "Baby, I don't know." So, your business with Timmy is, that ain't mine to say. But I ordered this drink. He thinks it's for me. So,
well, so long as he didn't order a round of double downs, I think we'll be okay. Where's Timmy at?
Easy. Like I said, he's in back. As you hear the creak of the small ass door that seems to be the size of a hobbit, he comes out, stooped over, gangly, scrawny man with spectacles on his head, balding on top of his head.
Timmy, you gangly, scrawny over man guy with spectacles. How are you?
Fuck. Why are you back here?
You know damn well why I'm fucking back here.
I don't.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm just here to have a drink.
Yeah, well, you do still owe me a new door. Just so you know. A new door. The last time you were here, you broke the door.
You should have saw the last place. I fucking put a boat through the goddamn wall.
Yeah, that's why I don't want you. You can just see him start looking and spit shining glasses. Like, that's why I don't want you here. You're bad for business, Slug. You kill people.
Hold up. I cut out there. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You hear me?
Zippy looks at Slug and then looks at Timmy. He goes, he's right, though. You do. Anywhere we are, people die. as Zippy takes a swig of his drink. Timmy then looks into Slug's eye as Slug's drinking and says, seriously, the last time you came here, you put 4 people through that door? And then the town guard came. They shoved a spear haft up my rectum, and they took all the night's take from that time. I lost 400 gold pieces that night. That door cost me almost everything.
It's an expensive door.
It's fucking bullshit's what it is, Elvin Kid, in the square above me. It's fucking bullshit.
I'm not here. Ignore me. Just making side comments. Sorry.
No, I know I'm fucking with you. There he is. There's our handsome Slug.
You broke his door and cost him.
Hold on, guys. I'm having connection. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just fine.
I'm having connection issues. Let me reset my modem real quick. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
And at this time, we'll take the intermission.
I'm in Ireland. Think something on the spot. Something's fucky. You guys are all like.
I got another thing going on. You're good.
We'll move to Jeffrey.
All right. So I'm assuming I am.
You are in front of Master Jeff's right now.
Okay.
It looks a lot shittier than the Hog Snot Inn at Kentland, and you recognize that. Oh yeah, it looks a lot shittier than the Hog Snot Inn.
All right. So, it's gonna be my last spell slot for these. Before I go in, I'm gonna use Disguise Self again. Same thing, just rounding out my features, making myself look more broad in the face and everywhere else to try to look like a human before I go in.
Just as you do that, 2 tieflings walk out, clearly fucking drunk. They both regard you when you do that and laugh at you and just shake their heads and keep on walking down the road.
I get a little demoralized by that. Like, I thought that's like people didn't like elves here, and I'm gonna keep the disguise up and go inside.
All right, the door creaks open, and you notice that you've got a long table and bench, bench system in front of you. And as you keep walking, the bar and the hearth are to your right. You have 2 round tables with small stools, and then the bar in the back with a set of stairs further to the right. It's kind of an L shape.
Okay. I mean, as far as I'm aware, this just looks like an inn or something to me.
It looks like a place that somebody would go to lay down low or to deal in the nefarious and otherwise illegal. It looks like they do have food and drink, but the crowd there seems very roguish and otherwise gutter type folks.
Okay. I'm gonna look.
Your big table is actually occupied by a mixture of humans, orcs, and a couple tiefling. So these are kind of like the unsavory castes of people in this city, obviously.
How many people are at the big table?
About 7.
7? Okay. So I'm gonna go up to the bar, and in my best Slug impression, because people seem to like his voice. Hey, barkeep, I need 8 shots of mid-range whiskey, if you would.
The bartender, who seems to be a mountain of a man, turns around and has a dead eye. His eye's white. He's got a streak of white through his hair. He leans down at you and he goes, "You do what?"
8 shots of whiskey, if you could, please.
8 shots of whiskey.
Please and thank you.
We don't have whiskey.
Oh, sorry. What do you have here?
We got brown, dark, and we've got hooch.
8 shots of hooch, then?
That'll be 6 gold.
You got it.
He looks at you a minute, like, and then just shakes it off. Like, is this kid serious? He takes your 6 gold pieces and gives you your shots. And he looks over to the empty short table with stools and just kind of nods over there.
Okay, so I'm gonna gather up my shots, and I'm gonna walk over to the long table with the scary people at it, and I'm gonna set down.
His eyes get real wide as you walk away, and he just shakes his head.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna set the drinks on the table, and in thieves' cant, I'm gonna say, "I'm looking for work. Have you heard of any work going around here?"
All the conversation stops at the big table, and they all turn their heads and look at you. And then they start laughing, like heartily laughing, just heartily, like almost like you must be more fucked up than we are. And they continue their conversation, almost completely disregarding you entirely.
Well, that didn't work. All right, I'm gonna take one of the shots, and then I'm going to dispel my disguised self and start heading out.
They start laughing even harder, like even harder. That they fucking knew.
Why is this not working?
And then they start throwing darts at you. By the way,
Oh,
so I
dip.
need you to go ahead and run a dexterity check, please, or dexterity saving throw rather.
Doesn't matter. Roll the 1.
All right, you get stuck in the ass and the butt, like right above the butt, ass, butt, back, and the side of your head. Just ding, 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 ding. And they're laughing as you're wincing and trying to get the hell out of Master Jeff's.
That went poorly. I'm just gonna leave.
It's hard to hear. I'm sorry. You guys can hear me, but okay. Yeah. So Renell went to a table and he's offering up some shady characters, some drinks.
No, he actually was looking for work, and they laughed at him heartedly because they knew that he was an elf boy trying to look like a human. How? You're a kid.
I'm trying so hard.
Maybe try less.
Okay. That's when I go up. I'm like, look, guys, I know he looks like kind of a bitch.
Still at fucking Tom's.
We magically jumped the page. You are in Master Jeff's now. Yeah. You were in Tom's. Yeah. Tom just got done berating you about the night that you put 3 people through his front door, got the town guard called on him. They shoved a spear shaft up his ass and took 400 gold pieces from him that night. So he's pretty upset about the whole thing.
Look, all right, you had 3 people go through your front door. I put somebody through their hearts with a boat. What do you fucking want from me? What's going to make this square right now?
Sorry, real quick. Did I take any damage from that fury?
No. We're going to say it's cosmetic and pride that took damage there.
It did hurt.
Pride got damaged.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
So Timmy leans over and goes, "A fucking apology would be kind of nice. And perhaps maybe a little bit of help."
An apology? Look. I do a lot of things in my life. Some things I might regret. And honestly, I don't regret anything. So I'm not sorry because they deserve to get put through a front door. It's unfortunate that it was your front door, but I am not sorry. So we're going to have to move past that. And the ball's in your court, guy.
Oh, you're going to help if you ain't going to apologize.
I'm breaking out again. Let me drop out, guys. Sorry. Go back to Renell for just a moment.
Son of a bitch. This is just getting juicy. Okay, so Jeff, Renal, you walk out. And as you walk out, it's starting to get darker. When the light hits the street, you notice something, and it scares you. Because you're not exactly sure if you saw what you saw or if you're just being a moody elf. And that's you thought you saw boxes moving around. And they stopped immediately once the door opened.
That's weird. I'm going to cast
right across the street. Right across the street, there seems to be like a little weird group of boxes. Yeah.
Okay. Like a little herd of boxes.
Yeah.
Would you say they're within 30 feet?
Just maybe out of your reach with your mage hand. I would say they're about 43, 44 feet away on the other side of the street. It was just enough for you to notice because it moved.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like sneakily approach until I can get within range of the mage hand.
Okay, as the door shuts and the light disappears, you notice that you can just make out the pairing. Do you continue to move forward?
The pairing?
Yeah, the groupings of boxes. With your dark vision, you can just make out kind of where they're at in relation to where the door was. Your eyes are adjusting right now.
Okay. I'm gonna hold until I can see clearly, or let me cast Prestidigitation to make some light 10 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Try to help me see better.
Okay, so you do that. The light shows up. Nothing's happening. It's just the boxes still.
Okay, so I'm going to continue to approach again until I'm within 30 feet.
You hear shuffling and movement behind you. What do you do?
Turn around to see what it is, I guess.
You see boxes further down the road, and it seemed like they just dropped.
What the fuck is going on? I'm going to continue to approach the ones that I was initially heading towards.
Okay. So you start approaching them. You get to 30, 20, 10, and all of a sudden, those boxes take off running. I mean, poof! And they make a sound as they're running, and it's a bunch of them. And they just take off running.
I'm going to try to grab one of the boxes with Mage Hand and pull it up, try to figure out what's under there.
You grab a box, and it's a pair of legs that are running from under it, and all of a sudden a hand from the side of the box, and it's a very long one. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Oh, Jesus. 11 plus 3.
He smacks you quite hard. So you get smacked by this gray gangly arm with a couple what looks to be like cloth wrapped around it. So it smacks you. It's a 4-fingered hand with a thumb. Hits you. You drop it. It takes off.
What the fuck was that?
And then you
kill that in the middle of the street.
And then you hear like almost like a cackle, or a slow chuckle cackle. And you notice behind you there's a guy that's like laying in trash, laughing, and goes ahead and polish off his bottle, and he just continues to laugh at you.
Like, I am both as my character and as Jeff right now legitimately confused about what the fuck that was.
Just roll with it, kid. Just roll with it.
I'm not fucking with that. That was weird as shit.
What's the matter, lad? You never seen a box troll before? Hey, that's what you get for grabbing a box troll. Slap you right in your gum.
Box troll.
What did I miss, though? Give me a quick synopsis. Did you read the book?
So I saw a herd of boxes, and I got curious and picked one of them up and got smacked by it, and the herd took off. It was fucking weird.
That's what you get. You can't just go sniffing boxes and not expect to get slapped.
Yes, fucking hell. All right, so actually, I'm gonna if I haven't already, I'm gonna pull the darts out, and I'm not gonna.
You're pulling them out right now, very indignantly too. You're actually kind of upset that nobody likes you.
I'm just gonna mutter to myself. I fucking hate this city so goddamn much. Why the fuck are we here right now?
Hey, and you hear the drunk guy behind you. The drunk guy behind you goes, come and have a sit down. Come and have a sit down with me. You gotta sit down here. Tell me your problems. I hate this city. Well, I'm the one that hates this city. I've been locked up in a crow's cage at least 3 times.
Can I, if I go to sit down with him, can I see the entry to Simple Tom's?
Yeah, you can see at least the alleyway that Slug took to Simple Tom's.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit with the vagabond because I am just distraught and he seems friendly.
What's your name? Oh, pointy ears.
I am Renell.
Steven's my name.
Steven.
And he holds out a dirty hand for like a shake.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation just like right before I grab his hand to shake it.
And he shakes it, doesn't even notice because he's fucked up, and then he hands you a bottle.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the bottle, just around the rim, just like clean that off real quick. Take a swig.
So
and hand it back.
you pointy ears have real hang-ups on cleanliness and everything else. You're literally in Cheapside, and you're bitching about the kingdom. You're literally on the barrel. This is the gutter. You are in the gutter, and you got slapped by a box troll. You are lower than I am right now, sir. Even I'm smart enough not to grab a full-grown box troll. I'll get smacked right in my face.
I suppose I've never encountered those creatures. You know what? We were traveling here, and I found a letter with some station on it that said Master Jeff's, and I just got curious to see what it was, so I wandered in there, and that didn't go well. Elves don't seem to do too well here, especially when they're trying not to be elves, I guess.
You just need to be who you are. I mean, really, at the end of the day, everybody hates everybody. Everybody's down here because they can't reach the sky. They can't change the stars, so they have to stay here and make do with what they have. So I'd strongly urge you to embrace your pointy ears. Maybe you'll get work that way. I mean, what are you good at? Thieving?
Yeah, that's my trade.
Are you sure? Because you seem a little bit meek, a little bit whimsy or flimsy, you know? You seem like you have hang-ups. You don't like to get dirty. You don't like to, do the shite work. Because, I mean, you got to start somewhere. You got to play in shite first before you get the good contracts.
I would say that's true. I do have some cultural hang-ups. My people do live outdoors for the most part, but we do keep clean.
This is a pinnacle of the urban sprawl in manure. I mean, this is a pinnacle of civilization. You should really enjoy it. Breathe it in. Just as he says that, you just smell like the stank of the fucking clogged up fucking sludge trench that is just terrible. The sewage in this side of the town is just awful.
I go to cast prestidigitation on myself and just kind of hold back and take his words and just take in the city. Do you know do you know where a starting thief could find some work here, some low level work to?
I mean, this is it right here. Here in everybody winds up working for Rennick if they stay here long enough, and he's a right bleeding bastard. Rennick is a fucking cunt of a man, if you could even call him a man. All the urchins work for him. He uses them like you use tinder to start a fire. The children here in Valtenburg are very well worse off for wear, I would say. However, I would strongly urge you to try again there in Master Jeff's. The high-end community is kind of hard. You kind of have a dress code you got to follow when you go up there to try and do any sort of contracting out. They judge you pretty much on your physique, if you will. However, I'll give you 5 gold. I'll give you 5 gold pieces if you go in there and see if you could get me another bottle of hooch.
Well, got to start somewhere, right? And I am very confused how this man knows so much about the city and has 5 gold on him as I take it and walk back into Master Jeff's.
You walk in the Master Jeff's, and the table of 7 looks at you. And they just stare at you for a minute and kind of chuckle a little bit, and then go back to what they're doing. The bar's keeps eyes are wide as hell, like wide saucers.
Hello, barkeep. I was looking to purchase a bottle of hooch if I could.
You left your 5 shots there on the table. Nobody touched them. Yeah. Give me 10 gold.
10 gold.
10 gold for a bottle.
A trash hobo gave me 5 gold for a bottle.
Who's a trash hobo?
I don't know. Some guy outside. Didn't get his name. Seems to know a lot about
fucking Steven? And he fucking immediately gets Steven, fucking angry. And he stomps back around from the fucking bar and fucking kicks open the door, and you just start hearing him yelling at Steven. And then you hear a big fight.
So as I'm hearing this ruckus, I'm just going to reach over the counter and grab a bottle of hooch.
You do that, and the table notices and kind of gives kind of like a nod of approval. And you hear the ass whooping of a lifetime happening outside right now. You hear Steven's burly fucking cries for help and thief and he's mugging and God, curse words and just punches and punches and punches. As you walk out there, you notice the barkeep, the hulk of a man, is standing over Steven and is just driving his fist into Steven's face, just continuously, just tell him, I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, do not sit out here. I don't want your bullshit here. Get the hell out of here, Steven. You're not getting any more drinks. And just Steven's just like, all right, Nicky. Oh, yeah. I need to go for a dump.
All right, I'm going to say before I left the bar, I grabbed one of the untouched shots, took that, gave him a wink, and then went outside and witnessed that.
All right, Steven's got his ass fucking pummeled to almost death, and fucking the barkeeper lets go of his shirt, wipes off his fist, and then walks in. Right before he goes into the threshold, he says, I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, stay the hell away from my keep! And he slams the door.
Like the guy from that first town. This sounds like the guy from the first town. This guy's. Am I still here? I know I'm in the.
We're in the same region.
Well, you've went north of Kentland. You went north of Kentland, but this guy obviously.
I'm in Comden.
You're in Weltenburg.
So I'm gonna.
You don't want to be caught in Weltenburg.
I'm gonna go up to Steven and give him back his 5 gold. And
you just see this dude's face in the moonlight. He's just got he has got goose eggs all over. He's clearly missing a tooth now. I mean, he got fucking pummeled. Oh, that's really nice of you. I really though. No, take the gold. Take the gold. I just need to take a shooter. Yeah, let me wet my sniff at here as he uncorks the bottle and starts drinking. We go into Timmy and the Slug's dialogue. Timmy wants help from Slug in some way. He's got some sort of a job for Timmy or for Slug.
Timmy, what do you fucking want? What is this all about? You know I'm out of the game.
Well, Rennick. It's Rennick. He's taken over everything.
Rennick?
Yes.
The fucking busboy?
Yes. He's started a gang down the road, and he fucking sticks me and fucking I can't remember what his name is. I think his name is Joseph over there at Master Jeff's.
Yeah, we'll call him.
And
he
takes a tithe, and he controls all the spark powder. He controls all the spice. All the skooma, everything, and the whores, and the whores, everybody.
Skooma and whores.
Yes.
Everything. Oh my god.
Including, and not
limited to,
running all the orphans in Weltenberg.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about orphans, but okay. So women, booze, and drugs. What do you need done?
He's a bad guy.
No, he's a busboy. Last time I checked, so
he's not a busboy anymore. All
right, what do you fucking want? Is this all about the door? I told you, I'm sorry.
Bump him off. Bump him off.
Bump him off.
I don't want to pay him any more money.
Well, what are you willing to pay me is the better question.
He looks at Slug. Come here. He opens up the bar bridge. Do you go with him?
Yes.
All right. He opens up the halfling door that a grown man should never be able to fit in. He kind of crawls into it and holds open the door for you. Zippy looks at both of you, kind of leans in like, the fuck? He shows you 4 barrels of your favorite fucking ale from back when you were a young, sprightly hobbit. Back before you threw people through the door.
I look at it with big googly eyes, and it just seems like the most holy thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then he grabs a bag.
And I look at him, and I'm
then he grabs
double it.
He grabs a bag, and shakes it, and it looks like a sock or like a stocking. It's a stocking, and drops it. It's about 2 pounds of coin. He looks at you, goes, This is the last time they brewed it. You burnt down the brewery. They don't make how much I went through to get these barrels.
I accept the job. Do you want it done clean or do you want it done messy?
I want him.
Asking Reggie.
Reggie looks at you in his tit costume, looks at the dude, looks at the beer, looks at the coin, and just kind of does like a circle.
And I'll take that as a yes. I know just the guy. He's at some fleek bar up the street. Some elf called Randall. Alias. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that job.
And then he holds out his hand for the shake on a contract. Before doing so, he spits in it.
I put my hand into my trousers, grope my testicles, and then take it out, spit on that, and then I shake his hand.
And they shake and they have an accord. The deal is struck. Timmy from Simple Tom's. Simple Tom's big brother.
All right. Well, where do we go to find this guy to knock off?
Well, you got to go up Sparrow's Lane. You'll be able to find him there.
Sparrow's Lane, that's pretty fucking broad. Do I ask for him? Do we just make a seat? What the fuck?
He'll find you. Believe you me, if you've got gold, he'll find you.
If I got gold.
He'll find you.
How's his relationship with his mother?
Terrible.
And that's all I need to know. So I'm going to go ahead and now leave the bar, and I'm going to go ahead and find Rennell.
Zippy finishes his split, flicks it, smashes his drink, and follows Slug out. In tow with Fury the Harp Eagle right on his shoulder.
Perfect. All right, where's Rennell at this point? Is he still fucking lollygagging with the barkeep?
No, he's sitting outside. He just gave Steven a bottle, the drunkard that he actually had a good conversation with, and Steven just got his ass beat by the barkeep because obviously he doesn't like vagrants, which doesn't make any sense because this whole fucking sector of town is just nothing but vagrants and fucking ruffians. So you see, as you come out of the alleyway that you take to get to Simple Tom's, Rennell sitting down on like a bucket next to a dude that obviously got battered very badly.
So as that conversation is happening and they walk up, I'm going to cast Mending on my longbow to fix it.
Okay, go ahead and cast the Mending stone.
You're so lame.
That's that. There's no
cast the Mending stone.
You could have just got a new bow while you were in town.
I'm just fucking with you.
Talking to you.
I was like,
you could have just bought a new bow when you were in town. Now you're casting garbage, kid.
So the bow sucks into itself, gross. But since you did so you didn't have it actually out and set correctly, it mends like this. So now what was a decent long bow is now a short bow.
It's trash.
So it's like cool. So the only thing that you got is so now you just have a stank bow and a short bow that could be used for a monkey.
I'm walking up to these asshats. So there's a guy that got his ass kicked, and then Rennell sitting there making a long bow into a short bow like a fool he is.
A short bow.
A short bow. It looks like a toy bow.
I walk up. I look at the two fucking dicks in their hands and shit. I'm just like, you guys want to make some fucking money?
Yeah, actually. So Steven was just telling me about this guy, Rennick, who can actually get us some work thieving, which is what I do. And I got to start somewhere.
And that's when I look at Steve and I say, we might need some muscle on a job right now. What's that going to cost us?
Wait, from me?
I know you're free, bitch. I'm talking about your friends.
What friends? The only friend I have here is this little pointy ear that looked like he had a hell of a smack by a box troll.
I drop a sack of 25 gold in his hand, and I say, "Go make this happen and meet us in the Diagon Alley or whatever alley we got to go to."
Sparrow's Lane.
Oh my God.
I drop 25 gold in his hand. And I say, "If you want to see triple this amount, meet me at this alleyway in 20 minutes."
All right, so you just want me as he's drinking hooch.
I want you and your fucking friends.
Steven lets out like a long sigh and then tries to get up. And he gets up, but it sounds like a bone in his body starts popping. Clearly, he's an aged man of a hard life on the street, and then hobbles off into the darkness.
And that's fine. Renell, I have a good feeling about this. So you and I are going to go for a little stroll. And we have to go see an old friend of mine. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Are you done working on your little fucking, whatever the fuck you're working on there, that little bow?
Yeah, I think I ruined it mostly. Maybe I can sell it to a toy shop. Can we go find this Rennick dude and get some work?
Yeah. Fuck Rennick. We're going. I got another job, and we're gonna take care. Just a quick errand, guy.
Well, what are we doing?
We're going for a stroll.
So that doesn't sound like a job.
We're going for a stroll, and that's all you need to fucking know. Why do you ask so many goddamn questions, you naive elf? Fuck. Anyway,
the drow walks up quietly behind the both of you, and he goes, "I don't know. I don't know where he gets it."
Is that Zippy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head towards the. I'm going to lead the pack, and we're going to go ahead and go towards the alleyway.
Yes, sir. So all you need to do is hang a right, just past Master Jeff's, and you are on Sparrow's Lane.
And here's the guy I'm trying to kill.
The guy that you're trying to kill is not right there.
But what's his name?
His name's Rennick.
I'm going to go ahead and shout out in the middle of this alleyway. Rennick's mother is a stupid whore.
And it echoes. I mean, it echoes down. And you got about
information.
1, 2, 3,
information.
4.
He doesn't like his mother. It's going to be good.
You got about 5, like 5 house lengths down to where it looks like it ends in what appears to be kind of like a cul-de-sac on that road. And it echoes back to you. And then you hear like a weird bird sound, like a call.
I want to pull out my newly acquired blunderbuss.
I'm gonna look at Slug and say, "I'm trying to get hired by this guy. Can you not talk about his mom like that?"
And I'm gonna go ahead and shout again. His mother is a whore.
And you hear a whoo, whoo, and then all of a sudden, out of the alleyways, a bunch of torches start coming out. And as you can make them out, they seem to be people about, Renald's size and build, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit skinnier.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm. And they number at about 20 now. And those torches are starting to come to you.
I hold the blunderbuss up and point it at the crowd.
I'm gonna pick out the closest one to us and cast Prestidigitation and put out the torch.
It gets put out and the torch gets thrown, and it rattles and clatters right in front of you as they start picking up their pace into almost a war trot.
Now,
what the fuck did you do, Slug?
Okay. So they're charging at us? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my blunderbuss to the sky. Make a loud noise.
Boom! The war trot stops. And the kick on this thing, you're like, oh shit. Even shooting it up in the air, you're like, God damn, this thing has got some oomph to it.
Did it make him shorter?
And you got Zippy like this.
With his little bow.
Where did you get that?
I put a guy through a fucking wall for it. Okay, so the mob
and then he goes expanding boat.
Expanding boat.
I
told you, kid, you gotta learn how to haggle out here. I'm on your side. I know it doesn't seem like it a lot, but I am. All right, so now that the fucking bitch made crowd has stopped, I shout out. Who's the guy looking for again?
Rennick.
Rennick. Where's Rennick? Is all I say.
And then in unison, these kids answer, Rennick is us. And in a weird unison chant back to you guys.
That's fucking weird.
I want to blow my fucking gun again to the sky. A loud noise.
All right, it takes you an awkward 2 minutes to load the gun and get everything set. It's an awkward 2 minutes, and you're just like, just one second, and boom, and the chanting stops, and then the torches part, and it seems like 3 individuals start walking forward, and the chanting then continues. We're Rennick, we're Rennick, we're Rennick. Rennick, clearly in his black robe and with a sword and a pairing of daggers on his chest on a belted thong, walks up and starts seeing that it's you. Ah, slug, you mangy git. I thought you were in prison.
I thought you were washing dishes.
Well, things change over time, mate.
Clearly. Obviously, you got a little entourage going on here, but I heard you're pitching some pretty important people of mine in town.
Yeah, you smell like gold, slug. I think you should probably just drop all your valuables, including that there dangerous boomstick, and walk away, or we'll gut you like a fish.
I'll drop it in your fucking throat, dickwad.
Oh, really? He looks to his left, which is a half-orc, to his right, which happens to be a fairly half-naked man with what seems to be tattoos all over him and some ridiculous-looking cutlery. I'm going to go ahead and say that's a no. And you're in my town, so you got one choice. Drop all your shit and fucking get out.
Hi, my name's Renell. Somebody told me that I could get some food from you.
As soon as the pointy ear starts, he just says, "Shut up!"
That's right. That's when I say, you know what? You might be right. Then I turn over to look at Renell, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, I put a little book in your back pocket. I can't fucking read, and I know you can. I think you best hit that fucking book."
I find the book and start reading it, I guess.
It says the cover says Dragon Summoning, written and illustrated by Lord Chrysanthos and Brundon Hayden.
I'm just gonna relay that to him. Is that what you need?
Yeah, guy. I'm gonna buy you some time to summon us a fucking dragon.
I don't
know
how to do that.
Look, kid, like I said back in the town, we're getting the shit kicked out of us by the city guard. We are scum. We need to get better. I can't read. You can. You're elven kid. You can fucking do magic. I can't. I will buy you time. Read the book. Figure it the fuck out.
As soon as this conversation takes place, Zippy takes aim and fires with his bow and hits his mark on the closest torch holding urchin, who falls fucking dead to an arrow to the face. Whoosh, and, dead.
All right, Slug's gonna turn around and throw Reggie as always.
Armored Reggie, who are you throwing Armored Reggie at?
I don't want. I gotta kill my mark. What was his name? Reich something.
Rennick.
Jesus.
Rennick. No,
you have a notebook, Brock?
I don't. I'm just a guy on a laptop.
Get a notebook.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw Reggie at Rennick.
All right. So go ahead and give me a attack roll, please. +4.
Athletics. Okay, so it's a D20 +4. Okay.
Is this still reactionary right now?
16.
You are reading.
16 +4 is 20.
All right, he strikes. Give me your damage roll, and I'll do my Reggie roll.
What's the damage roll? Is that a D6?
That would be a D8. 2D8.
2D8.
Yep, for Reginald.
Well, I threw my first D8 and got a 3, and you want me to roll another?
Yep.
Okay,
you can
so we
also
got 3.
click that multiple time, so it rolls them all at once.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got a 3 and a 5 altogether.
All right, Reggie, 3 and a 5 with the 20. So that is a 3 and a 5 and 20. Rennick, not knowing what's about ready to happen, is getting ready to post up and start throwing daggers. Just as he grabs a dagger from his chest, Reggie, the metallic armadillo, gets hurled like a fucking bowling ball and starts spinning head over end really fast. By that time he reaches his mark, he smacks Rennick in the chest and face area and explodes.
He's oatmeal. He's like mush.
Yeah, his chest and his head literally go everywhere. Boom!
Yes, Reggie.
It covers the half orc and it covers the fucking tattooed guy and the rest of the torch bearing yokels.
Just for sound effects. Just
yeah, just imagine a bunch of bowling pins covered in like sludge getting smacked.
Well, I completed my job. Renell, we have a whole fucking mob to take care of. Keep reading that dragon.
They're very angry at this point, but then all of a sudden, the two in front of you next that were flanking Rennick take off running at you at a dead pace. The half-orc throws something off. He rips it off of his neck and throws it on top of Rennick. You don't know where Reggie is at this point, but a green smoldering smoke starts rising from that corpse as they start charging at you. So this is where you really need Machiavelli. So this really sucks for you guys.
Second attack.
The half orc is doing a sweet epic reaction to you. He's coming in with his axes and great impunity for you. So what was your armor at?
Myself, let me go check real quick. Sorry, armor. I'm light armor, and it is
14 or 12.
Yes, 14. Light armor class 14. Yeah.
His first swing, whoosh, misses. His second swing strikes, though, hits you off to the shoulder and arm area. You get hit with 2 damage. He just nicks you. It's enough to get your attention to realize that you don't want to get hit again by that.
Drop down to 26 HP. Gotcha.
Okay, so the next guy, the guy with the tattoos that is half naked with cutlery, is charging at Renault headlong. He obviously is noticing this kid starting to read a book for some odd reason. I'm going to let you take a reaction, Slug, to that guy.
I don't have a load in my gun because I shot it off. I need time to load it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to thrust.
Meat cleaver on it.
And I know exactly.
And a steak
I'm
knife and a fork. All right. I like it. So I'm going to do a reactionary attack because you're running away from the other guy. He misses. So you are running. You run over his blow because he gets an opportunity of attack. And go ahead and I want you to roll a 20 plus 5 with your blunderbuss.
20 plus 5. Okay, D20 rolling.
I'll manufacture your weapon our next session, so it's in your kit.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Not even lying.
Go ahead and roll a D6, please.
Oh, I hurt myself, didn't I? Okay, a D6. Let's see. D6 roll. I got a 6.
All right, you drop your gun. You go to swing at him and you drop it. And you smack into him. So that way he goes ahead and tries to kill you instead of Renault. Renault, you keep reading. He rolls a 12 and misses awfully. I don't know how. Maybe it's the belly check that you did. Renault, I need you to roll 3 Arcana checks, please.
3?
Yes, 3.
Summon us a fucking dragon, you motherfucker.
All right.
We're losing here. I put all my faith in you, guy.
All right, first one is 17.
Okay.
And then a 7.
Uh-huh.
And then a 3.
And a 3. Okay, so you know right now that you have to draw a circle with chalk or something that you can obviously make a circle. Okay. So we'll come back to you. So what you found out right now is that you've learned that you need to draw a circle. Okay. Moving on.
Does he shout it? Does everyone in the party know this?
Doesn't matter.
No, he knows that he has to draw the circle
Yeah,
because he's the one that's going to possess this. He's got to figure out the book. All right, so Zippy sees Slug getting in tight with the enemy, but also notices the rest of the enemy, which is 19 remaining fucking urchins with flames and torches, have also noticed that they're grossly outnumbering these guys. So Zippy screams and lets out fury. Fly, my Hawkmen, die! Go! And I'm glad somebody got it. So as the Harpy Eagle leaps to life to go fucking attack the adversaries, he's going to roll for the Fury Harpy Eagle. And Fury just chirps at him as he flies off, because that's what Fury does to both me and Jay, apparently. Sucks. God damn it. So second action, Zippy's gonna pull and try to shoot the closest in the left flank of these urchins. And woof, misses. Okay. Slug, back to you. You are now belly to belly with tattooed guy with your gun on the ground.
I scream Reggie. And then I point at the gun. And he's supposed to take it to me.
You hear like a possum chirp out of the bellowing green pus smoke that's rising from the corpse of Rennick as Reggie starts running through what he had just did to the gun. And you just hear tink, 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 and like a panning because Reggie's fearful of what the fuck is happening to that Rennick guy.
Shit.
So it's gonna take Reggie a whole cycle to get to that gun, but he is now away from the corpse of Rennick at this point.
Okay, I want to pull out because I still have my bone shank.
Yes, you do.
I got a guy right on me. I want to start stabbing him like prison style in the fucking belly with it.
All right, there you go. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, sir.
Attack roll, just a D20 plus what?
Yep. I can't remember what your bone shank was.
I got strength -1.
No, it should be on your weapon. It should be on your weapons or your.
I got an 11, but my bone shiv is +5.
All right, you hit. Roll damage.
Which is D6.
Yes.
Okay. D6 gave me a 2.
All right, you stab the guy. He doesn't like it, but he's also more adamant on stabbing you. Orcman notices that you've given up kind of your flank. He moves into your ass end.
Oh, God.
He misses with this first blow. Woof, I don't know how you're so agile. And his second one is a fucking 4. Whoosh again. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to kill Slug.
I'm fucking quick, guy.
I'm trying to kill Slug. Tatted man. Gonna go ahead and try and swing on you. He hits.
Fuck. How much?
Let's see here. You've got 9 damage. He takes his big sword and
17 health.
Gets your tum-tum pretty good with it.
Oh, okay. Renell,
3 rolls.
All right. Can I let me make my rolls first, then I'll ask.
Mm-hmm.
So that Arcana, so 18.
18.
10. 1. Natural 1.
Yeah, don't matter. Okay, so you know that you need to draw a circle and then put the symbol of the dragon in which you wish to summon, whether it's bronze, black, red, green, so on and so forth. You know that you got to draw the symbol in there. And you have to write a specific dragon's name, and you've noticed that there's a list of different elder dragons, drakes, and all that other fun shit in there of well-known dragons.
Okay.
You know that there's a fire drake by the name of Smaug that's in there that rings some sort of fucking bell to you, and you're not exactly sure fucking why, but it sounds familiar to you. You also know through your reading that if you fuck this up, you could actually accidentally summon a frost worm from the nether regions, which will start the entire apocalypse chain of a lich, because that's what frost worms are used for. All right. Your question.
I don't think we should use this.
And meanwhile, while I'm getting fucking
Can I
stabbed by three
can
people,
I draw
say,
the
fucking read it?
Yes, you can draw your circle. Symbol wise, you've got 18 dragons, and I'm going to give you the synopsis of each one. You got a gold, bronze, fire, so which is red, green, black, blue.
Do I know?
Tell me what you want.
Do I know which type would be the least
Any type of any type of dragon to you at this point would be better than no dragon at all.
Okay.
We are fucking 20 against 1 right now, and I am dying.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up that torch that I put out that they threw at me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna use that to draw the symbols.
Smart guy.
That's why I gave him the book. I wouldn't think of this shit.
Do I have any idea of what the abilities of the different dragons are?
You know that green is poison. You know that blue is lightning. You know that red is fire. You know that black is a mixture of fire and poison or death, if you will. They do necrotic damage. You do know at this point, reading that book, that bronze or gold dragons are the most dangerous and powerful of all dragons.
Fucking with that shit. I'm gonna draw the symbol for a blue dragon then.
Okay, so you draw the blue symbol dragon, and you know of a name that you've read, which is Regan. Regin, Smulder. So you do that. So you get your circle. You get the symbol.
I'm gonna ask one more time. Are we sure we want to do this?
I am being stabbed to death, Renell, and I'm saying, fucking read the book.
Okay.
Excellent. So Zippy, seeing that his buddy is getting stabbed, and realizing that his fucking bird, he has no idea where it's at in the night sky. He decides to go ahead and try and take a chunk out of the tattooed guy with his sword, and hits him for 10 fucking damage. So tat guy.
I got hit for 10 damage again?
No, Zippy hit him.
Oh, okay.
So that's he's hurt. It hurts what just happened. And then Zippy looks at you and then says, "Ah, fuck." And he puts his sword in his bow. And with a I'm going to go ahead and try to roll a we'll make it an acrobatics check. Let's see if we can 16 for an acrobatics check. He gets the sword and the bow, and then we'll see if we hit him. All right. So Zippy pulls back his sword, pulls back his bow, loaded with his sword, lets it fly. It sticks into this guy. I mean, it goes past his sternum all the way to the other side. Almost gets you, Slug.
Gross.
For another 15, and the tat guy falls to the side with a last gasp.
Was that range damage or the sword damage? Just out of
curiosity. That was range damage.
It
was a hybrid.
Okay, where am I right now?
You are in front. Yeah, you are in front of Renal. Zippy was from the side and shot his sword at this guy who fell now down to the side, and you have the half orc that's got his axes and he wants to get a piece of you because he wants.
Wait! I have a power. I have a power, fart power, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to face Renell and then hold myself down on the ground and use my fart power that normally propels me out of danger, but I want to shoot that at the crowd to buy us some time. All right. Well,
okay. So you're casting Slug's Pixie Fart cast.
Pixie Fart cast. That's the one I want to do. Yeah.
Okay. So
did you have to craft these spells?
Yeah, I had to craft this. Yeah. So go ahead and do your 20 die roll. Give me 20 roll.
This is the bear 20, and I got 7. But it's the bear 2. Do I add something to it? Do I have magic or something? No.
So you can't quite produce your fart. Do you want to try one more time?
Okay, so I bite my bottom lip and I push harder. So rolling another d20. Let's see. Come on back. Nat 1.
Okay. So.
Fuck! Oh, shit.
Oh man.
What happens?
You go to fart and you shit your pants. Yeah, you shit your pants.
I look up a Rennell and I say, finish the fucking book.
Rennell, go ahead and roll 3 more times for your Arcana. You shit your pants.
Right, so that's 18, 9. Not a natural one, but a 1.
9. 1. Okay, so you know now that you need to draw all the things that you drew, including the name, and then it says that you need to, with a clear voice and a staff and a drop of mortal blood and a feather, scream the name of your dragon, and then after your incantation, sight come forth unto us.
All right. I don't have a staff.
Yeah, but you have somebody in your party who does.
I throw him the stick. I throw while I'm sitting there all sad.
Fuck! I need your staff.
Okay,
Here you go. Here you go, kid. I throw the stick at him.
All right. And
Renal pretty much, you just hand it to Renal at that point. Renal, you also know within these instructions that you have to continue to repeat and believe to use your life's blood to fuel the portal to bring this dragon into the physical plane. So, are you going to do it?
Is this my turn if I do it?
Yep.
All right, I'm not gonna do it this turn. I'm
gonna. What the fuck?
You fucking bitch! I shit my pants over here. Summon the dragon.
Come on.
Okay. Let me before I say whether or not I do it. How long is this gonna take to actually get the dragon here? Do I know that?
I'll work with you. Are you ready to roll?
Dying out here, Rennell.
Are you ready? Are you ready to roll?
Hold on. So 1 feather, so I'm down to 5, and then I'll prick myself with one of my long swords or however much blood I think it calls for.
Yep.
Do that, and then Reagan Smolder, I summon you. There was a part after that I don't remember.
Come forth.
Come forth to this plane. Vanquish my foes!
Again!
Reagan Smolder! I summon you! Come forth to this plane and vanquish my foes!
Meanwhile, Slug is looking up at him all teary-eyed, I can see saving the day.
Okay, so, all right, Jeff, here we go. You ready? Let's see if you do it. Okay, we're going to do 5 rolls.
5 rolls?
Yep, 5 rolls. D20s. Ready?
Right.
So, first roll, go.
9.
Second roll.
12.
Third roll.
9.
Second roll. Fourth roll.
12.
Fifth roll.
4.
All right. You are now seeing this circle start to glow as you're chanting this. Give me one more roll, D20, to see if you're smart enough to do the final component to this portal.
Am I adding anything to that?
Nope.
11.
Add your wisdom to it,
That's not good.
or intelligence rather, whichever one's best.
All right, so let's see. Intelligence. Nope. Let's go wisdom +2. So
You start to feel the staff vibrate, and you feel compelled to strike down in the center of the circle.
Yeah.
Boof! You see this enormous fucking pillar of light shoot out of this fucking pillar behind Poopy Slug, that in fact shoots Slug across the fucking street, careening into the group of fucking angry street urchins with knives and fire. And like a bowling ball, he crashes into this crowd, just and they're all falling down. Torches are smacking the Slug in the face and in the ass, and they're all gagging because he smells like poop. Zippy is already like dodging and ducking and diving out of the way. Jeff, your right and left arm are starting to glow white hot, like they are burning, and your hand is like stuck on the staff. Yeah, you're screaming like a girl now because you have no idea what you just did. Book goes flying. All the other shit that isn't tied down on your person's flying off of you. Your clothing is burning from your arms and part of your shoulders. It's burning off. Yes, exactly. Yeah, shit's just burning off of you right now.
Do we have dragon? I got shit in my pants. We have dragon.
I'm getting to that. Just as this pillar of light is shooting, and this noise is just an ungodly sound. It's almost like if you had an industrial-sized fan and made it go catatonic. That's the kind of sound that's emanating from this portal. It's just an awful whirring sound. Just then, Steven and like 7 dudes come running from a dark alley. Yeah, Steven and his war buddies and bums start running, and some of these guys that Steven is able to bring to this fight are missing arms, ears, fingers. One's on like a peg leg that's got like I mean, it's the worst group of people you've ever seen to bring to a street fight. So they just show up, and then they immediately see the pillar of light and are just like, what the fuck is going on? Just as that pillar of light starts to flash a little bit, like something's flapping or moving from under this portal, Rennick sits up. His face and his shoulders have regenerated with no hair and no eyelids, black eyes. A dragon rips through this portal, throwing Renault into a building. Renault takes 12 damage, getting thrown into the nearest building on the street corner.
They would be without sacrifice. We got a dragon.
Yeah, and that staff now is pretty much a charred piece of wood in your hands as this elder blue dragon comes ripping out of this portal, screeching so very loudly, and starts shooting lightning fucking everywhere. I mean, it'll almost like in one single second, you guys think that you were going to win the day, and this dragon starts wrecking shop on this entire city, shooting lightning all over the place. The buildings of Cheapside, the tops of them are all on fire now. Everything is a hellish fucking wreck, and the street urchins are freaking the fuck out and also trying to stab Slug while Slug tries to get himself up.
So I'm still being stabbed. Okay, I gotta get something done here. I need the armor that's on Reggie.
Reggie
I
is.
also need the stick, the charged stick that Renell has.
Yes. You are about 20 feet away from your blunderbuss, and Reggie is now on top of the blunderbuss, and it looks like he's trying to load it.
Okay. I need Reggie to bring me to the blunderbuss.
Reggie climbs inside the front of the blunderbuss and just kind of like sits in there, head sticking out.
All right.
Almost like that's. You can. You want to try and make it there?
I want to get there.
Okay. Gonna roll opportunity attacks for 3 individuals. All miss but 1. Which is 2 damage with a dagger. So you got urchins like trying to get at you, and only one was able to cut you, and they cut you right in your butt.
Oh, my 2 damage. I'm at 15 health right now. This is shit. All right. 15 health. Okay. Do I get to the blunderbuss?
Yes, you run. You actually smack the back of the bald head of Rennick, who looks like Jarl Borg from Norseman. You know, he's just all like, like checking out his face and his jaw and everything. He's still sitting on the ground. He isn't exactly quite sure what's going on. You don't even know if that's actually a human now.
Shit. Okay. Well. We got a dragon shooting lightning everywhere. I'm at my blunderbuss, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Barely scraping on the ground. And Reggie is in the muzzle?
He is in the muzzle and waiting.
I'm going to shoot it at Rennick, or whatever his fucking name is.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
I'm going to shoot it at Rennick. Okay, so we're going to roll the hit. That's a D20.
Yeah, D20 plus 5.
Everybody listening right now, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to KY5 Gaming. And you know I'm a bad roller, so please give me your hopes, thoughts, and prayers. Let's see. D20 roll. I got a 5.
So you roll a 10. So, boof! The blunderbuss shoots. The blunderbuss shoots, and fucking Reggie whizzes just up and to the right of Rennick's head. But behind Rennick is a running mob of fucking of kids, dirty kids with knives and torches. And it was almost like in that zombie scene where they take the combine and they run over all the zombies. It's like, and I mean, it's just
oh, Jesus. Gore everywhere.
Reggie carves a fucking cannonball size hole through this mob of kids.
Orphans! The orphans! No!
These kids are everywhere at this point. The whole right flank of the orphans are literally
yes, they did.
The whole right flank of street urchins is now just decimated by a metal bald possum that just got shot through them. Nobody knows where the fuck Reggie went. He went into the darkness, out of the light at this point. So
I'm going to use my second attack.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a lightning dragon, and I got some guy that Rennick or whatever that's coming up.
Yep.
Like I want to make a what do you call it? Like a lightning node, like Resident Evil style. I want to throw my newly founded blunderbuss that I traded a magical ship for, and I want to try to spear him in the chest so the lightning.
Traded a magical ship. Yeah. That's a nice way to put it.
That is a nice way to put it. So
I want to throw my blunderbuss because this is my hand, and I fucked up with the shot. I want to throw it like a spear to hit Rennick in the chest, so the lightning from the dragon zips onto it because it's all
lightning. Okay. Give me 2d20 rolls.
You know I'm not good at these.
Nope.
Rolling.
That's why
First one is a six. The second, come on, give me a 20, baby, is a 9.
So you throw your rifle, and it just smacks Rennick in the face, just like sideways, and bounces off, and it's right to his feet, and he's just like,
"Fuck you!" Why am I so bad at this game?
Okay.
So bad at this game?
Half orc is going after Slug, and misses with the first one, and misses with the second one. So he swings both his axes at you, and you somehow dodge and evade fucking getting cleaved in half.
I scoot down between his legs, and it hits like boom, boom.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Okay, Ranal, you just got slammed up against the building. Your sleeves are gone. half of your shit's burned on you. And a big fuck off blue dragon is flying around like an awful pterodactyl, lighting things on fire.
I want to shout. I want to shout at Ronald right now. Control your shit.
I'm gonna go to the table of contents in my book and see if there's a de-summoning ritual for the dragon.
Roll 3 Arcana checks.
No, he's not de-summoning the dragon. Make it do a thing.
Actually, that makes more sense. Is there? All right,
you got to learn more about the book if you want to do things.
I shouted, "Control your shit." I can't read, but I know a thing.
I'm gonna leave that up to the DM. Did he shout that before I started perusing?
He shouted that. But you also know that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you have no idea what you're doing right now. You are panicky and you are scared because what the fuck did I just do?
All right, so looking how to get rid of the dragon then.
No, don't get rid of the dragon, you fucktard. No, fucking control your shit. That's what I said. Control your shit.
So the first one's a 14.
Okay.
9. Come on, baby. 4.
You have read that controlling a dragon isn't really an option. A dragon has free will and is living a higher plane of existence than you. You also learn that there's no de-summoning it and that you missed the disclaimer at the top of the summoning circle that don't do this if you don't want to undo it eventually, because this is what it is. This is a point of no return.
You fucked up! Do I have another action or bonus action?
Yeah, you have an attack.
All right, I'm gonna take a big breath in and hold it, and then I'm gonna take my stank bow out and throw it towards the largest cluster of.
This one did shit.
Okay.
We just summoned a demon.
Okay. So you throw your stank bow to the left flank of the urchins that weren't hit by Cannonball Reggie. And everybody's got to roll Constitution saving throws.
Why do I need to come? I'm about to die.
You too, Slug, have to roll Constitution saving throws.
Do I have to? I took a big breath.
You took a big breath. You've declared that you were holding your breath.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 12 on my Constitution.
All right.
I don't think that makes it. I don't remember though.
No. Only one urchin is not puking profusely everywhere. That whole flank of street urchins is puking, and Slug is hurling his guts out onto the fucking street. Just puking.
I'm just gonna yell, "Who needs a fucking wizard for crowd control?"
Yep.
Okay. Am I want to go grab my blunderbuss and Reggie. I need them back.
Alrighty, you are going away from the half orc.
I want to grab my blunderbuss and I want to whistle, and then Reggie should come with the whistle while I grab the ball.
He's gonna get a free attack if you leave. By the way, Brock.
He's gonna get a free attack.
The orcas, and he misses.
Wait, I got an orc.
He missed. He missed. Whoosh.
Okay, well, good. I want to get the
blunderbuss. This is chess, baby. This is chess. Once you say you're doing something, you're doing it.
Yo, I got the blunderbuss and I whistled. Is Reggie coming?
You hear the tink, 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 tink of his armor, and he's coming your way, but you can't really see him yet.
Okay, the orc that so he's on his way, so I'm going to pick up the blunderbuss. I'm going to turn around. I have a full loaded shot. I'm going to shoot the orc that was fucking with me. Okay,
so you take an awkward moment to make sure your shit's square. You cock it back. Give me a attack roll.
D20? Okay. 19.
You let her rip. I need you to throw 2 D8s.
2 D8s. Okay. First one is a 7.
Nice.
That's cool. Okay. I'll roll in my second. 7. 2 sevens.
You blow this fucking half-orc's right arm completely off. BAM!
That's his arm?
Just, boof, his arm's gone. Yeah, and he's just like, oh my God! No!
Okay, in the midst of everybody puking and blood spewing everywhere from this guy's orc arm, and then also my undead target I was supposed to kill. And I run up to Renell and I grab him by his non-existent sleeves. And I'm just like, we gotta get the fuck out of here!
Then you hear up in the sky, and this whoosh, more lightning, just and it almost looks like a laser beam as he's in the background, just shooting shit with lightning. And you hear just a guy going, "Ah, we gotta get the hell out of here!"
Travis is listening to us in the bathtub. We appreciate.
I like it.
Everyone, be sure to like, share, subscribe, whatever. KY5 Gabbing. We're here every Sunday, maybe or something.
Maybe.
Either way. Okay, so this is a goddamn catastrophe. This was supposed to be a hit job, and now we got a zombie and a dragon. What the fuck are we gonna do with the dragon? I should have never given you the book.
Where's the dragon at right now? Like,
It is right now. It's right now over Middletown and by the keep, just lighting everything on fire. You hear bells, boom, 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 and just like everybody freaking out. You hear women screaming, children crying, things exploding. I mean, it is a fucking wreck.
Who's up right now?
Are we still killing each other while this is going on?
Yeah, you got Rennick still getting ready to seems like do something, and then you got the half orc with one arm, and Steven and his gang are freaking the fuck out because there's a dragon and they're all puking.
I want to do one more action. Do I get one more action?
I'll give it to you because it's fun.
Okay.
I want to shoot my blunderbuss to the sky to make noise, and I want to scream Rennick.
Okay, you load awkwardly for 2 minutes to load your blunderbuss, and it's real awkward, and you're just like, wait 1 minute, just 1 second. Yeah. And you're like, poof! Rennick! And then he's just like, ah, and then he stops and looks directly at you, and you notice that his teeth are kind of pointy, and he's got black eyes and no hair on his face.
He's a fucking vampire or some shit. It's like, Rennick! Look, we got some fucking pass. Let's take care of this dragon.
He like stands up like this,
like Dracula style?
Yeah, and immediately arms out, starts sprinting at you like the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Now I'm assuming Reggie is still running towards me. I want to do an
tink.
Reggie hits him from behind.
What's Reggie's speed? Just out of curiosity.
Reggie's speed is decent, but not as good as you would think.
Okay, well, Reggie's still running up, so he's running at me. I want Reggie to hit him from behind.
Okay, go ahead and roll and see if Reggie can do it.
Okay, I could probably share this. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'll just go roll. Let's see. So it's D20.
How many actions does Brock get? Jesus fucking Christ!
I rolled a 2 natural, so that's
okay. So yeah, he's just trotting up to you. Tink, 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 tink. Zippy is pulling his sword out of Tattoo Guy and goes in for the kill on Half Orc Man that's behind you. And misses with his first blow. And misses with a second blow. Swoosh, swoosh.
You are just the craftiest, chubbiest little thing. Oh, wait, no, it was Zippy. Sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, it was Zippy. And so now it is your turn, Renal.
All right, so just through my stink bow. The book is no help.
Why am I so bad at this game? Fuck.
I literally have. What's who's the closest enemy target to me right now?
The orc that Zippy's trying to kill. That's standing behind. That's standing behind Slug right now.
Is that the one missing the arm?
Yeah, that's the one that's missing the arm.
Make the enemy our friend. Make the enemy our friend here. I assure you. Come on. I told you
so I'm gonna. No, we gotta clean this up. It doesn't sound like there's any reasoning with Rennick. I'm gonna position. Oh wait, Zippy's right by the orc with the missing arm, right? Okay, cool.
Those two are behind Slug. Slug is facing down a screaming and roaring Rennick that's running at him.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna get up next to the orc with my short swords drawn and attack. Left,
You're
right.
gonna snicker snack. Let's see it.
Wait. Can we just do that one more time?
Do it one more time.
Like
Do
tail
it.
gribble.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So first attack. Oh, that's so bad. 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then second attack is another 8. Jesus Christ.
So you smack yourself
No. Sorry. Second one was a 10.
All right, you smack yourself in your own butt with your blades. Yeah, like no, you swing, you're like ow, and you're like swing, ow, because for some odd reason a mortally wounded half orc has evaded you and Zippy both. I shot off his
arm. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage from the orc then.
So Steven and his miscreants of missing limbs and wars past start hobbling over to the conglomerate of puking orphans and street urchins, and they start going hog wild in a big fight over there to you guys. So it seems like that Steven's 25 gold pieces has paid off in a sense, because they pretty much gridlocked the left side of your flank of flaming torches and knives into fighting into a handicapped homeless kid melee right now. So it's like it's
my decisions. Okay, I made the elf boy summon a dragon, whatever. We'll deal with that in a minute. I made him gone to a mob down a very sketchy street and said, "Your mother's a whore." And now I have to deal with a zombie, old dishwasher, and we're gonna busboy, and we're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. So that zombie dishwasher boy makes it to you. Yeah, he makes it to you. Yeah, he makes it to you.
All right. Fuck off. All right, fine.
And he's hungry for fat flesh.
I got a lot of that. Stop that.
Yeah. So bite. He gets you one. He gets one off you. He gets a little num off you. He
one
takes
damage?
a bite. 5 damage, but he gets one attack off on you because the other one missed. So his first grab missed. His second was his mouth, and he bites your shoulder and just latches onto you, and almost typewriters you like a great Malinois would do to a perp.
Yeah, like the cartoons with the corn cobs.
Yep. I mean, he really chews on you.
I'm about to die, guys. I'm at 10 health.
Yeah, you're not happy right now. You are upset and hurt.
What's the dragon doing right now?
It is fucking up the city right now.
we have to go. We have to go, guys. I already tried doing my pixie fight, so that's not going to work.
You would try it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
It's up to
I only got one a day. It's my daily
No. You have one a day if you cast it, but you failed at both situations. You didn't make a successful cast.
Do I have any other items in my my purse that I was not aware of?
I know you have a dancing sword. You have the loin or the thong of an Armenian harlot. I don't know what else. From the cave.
I want to try to heal. My first action is to try to heal. Do I have any drugs in my pocket?
You do have drugs. So go ahead and give me medicine check.
Medicine check. Let me get to there. Where did I find that? Okay, I got it. So +1 on medicine. I roll my die. I have a 17.
Okay.
16 +1, so 17.
Okay, so you take your drugs and you get a +9 invigoration.
So I go up
drug-fueled rage. You also take +2 to your attack now because you are fucking fired up.
Well, since I got +2 to attack, okay, so I got this guy gnawing on my fuck. So essentially, I took a moment while I'm getting gnawed on to snort a line of something. I got +9 health, plus a bad invigoration. The blunderbuss is the blunderbuss loaded?
You have it.
Is that
using
temporary?
weapon? Yeah, that's a
I'm gonna-
temporary.
I'm going to put it under Homeboy's head, Rennick's head, and I'm going to essentially KY5 it at his fucking skull.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Are you gonna make him?
D20?
So that would be a total of 5, 6, 7. That'd be a total of +7 to your attack, just so you know.
+7, whatever I roll on a D20. 17 plus 7, that's fucking what, 24?
Okay, you got it. So give me damage. 2 d8s.
D8s. 4, 6, 8. Okay. First D8 is 2. Second D8. This is just base D8. Am I supposed to add anything to it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not for damage.
So we got a 2 and an 8.
All right, so 10 damage. You're able to get it up into his gullet and get it off of your shoulder, and now he's like pushing in on you, and you're holding him back with your blunderbuss.
Renell, help me.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I have definitely
yeah.
actions. Done.
Well, I'm still over. All right, so I'm still over by the orc. I feel like Zippy probably has this.
Mhm.
So
You're already disengaged.
You're
You're already disengaged, so
So do I have enough movement to?
yeah, to get to. I mean, Slug is literally like 6 feet, 7 feet to your back right now.
I just want to make sure I don't get in within melee range of the orc is all. But yeah, I'll go over to the fucking freaky thing that's attacking Slug and give him the old lefty righty.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Or is that
it's
with your
funnier
wiener?
when I'm not on camera because that would have been backwards. So
We're gonna put you full on camera.
lefty righty. Ooh, can I use pocket sand?
Of course.
Right, so first one, oh, that's better. So with the short sword, so that's 21 total for the first one.
Yeah, you hit. Second one?
Is 15.
You
And since Slug is there, I get sneak attack for the first one, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's so damage on the first one.
Give it to me.
Do you know what sneak attack damage is? I forget.
I don't know. You should probably figure that the fuck out, Rogue.
Is it normally 2.5?
2d6. So it's,
Is it normally KY5?
so
Exactly.
you just slugged it out just now.
12 for the first one.
12
We have a dragon murdering the city.
and the second one.
Second one, and I don't get sneak attack on that one, correct?
Nope.
3 for the second one.
Big hitter.
I did good with the first one.
Well, you hit this thing that is Rennick of some sort. It's still not happy and seems very much half alive-ish and intent on killing Slug. 100%. Zippy, on the other hand, is trying to dispatch the orc. And misses the first one, hits the second one. Let's hope this works. And in fact, that orc finally dies. Orc gets a sword to the neck. Zippy spits in its face and shoves it with his boot off of his blade, and he turns and looks to the back of Slug, who is dealing with something ugly.
Minnie brings up a good point. So there's no way I can tame a dragon.
You can certainly fucking try.
I don't have a lot of help.
You can try. You can certainly try.
Is it my turn?
Real quick, let me address this comment. No, Zippy is one of our buddies that is out today. I am Renell.
That was
All right,
Andrea.
go ahead. Sorry.
So we have two characters that are being played on the back end.
I actually, for everybody knows it, Machiavelli is soul searching. He's completely out of this fight entirely. Zippy, I figured I would keep because I just had a feeling that Jay may show up, but stupid me. very
Max
stupid
looking for
name.
frogs. Max looking for frogs.
Mac is looking for frogs and dealing with the environment.
You know what? Since we're taking a pause, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to KY5 Gaming. If anybody would like to come on the show and actually play with us, you're more than welcome.
After some shenanigans.
After we get through this fucking, this was supposed to be a bar fight that turned into summoning a dragon, and I'm almost dead. And we got problems. There's a lot of problems there.
You can see how quickly things can escalate in a matter of...
I come back being gone for 4 weeks, and I'm about to kill Slug. Slug's about to die. I got 19 health. I only got lucky with 19 health.
That's a bit. All right, who's up here?
10. I was at 10, but I got on apparently I'm on a drug rampage. I'm on fucking PCP right now. That's the only reason I got 19. I'm in trouble. Either way. So is there? I don't have the D&D handbook. Is there a way to tame a dragon?
There is a way to tame a dragon, but it's a motherfucker, and it's also really based on your rolls, and you roll real shit.
And I can tell you it's not in the book. Actually,
what,
no.
What,
I won't tell
what if
you
I
that.
put Reggie? What if I put Reggie in the gun and then I shoot Reggie at the dragon to whisper things in his ear to make?
I'm pretty sure that dragon's just gonna out Reggie.
Well, I'm not about to lose my.
Is it worth it?
Dungeon Master, set the scene right now. Where are we?
Okay, so everybody joining us. So Slug has got his hillbilly blunderbuss impaling Rennick, or what was Rennick at some point, while he's trying to get at him.
Beaches mush. That's all that matters. Anyway.
We got Zippy behind, who's just dispatched the one-armed orc that got his arms blew off. Or his arm blown off by Slug's blunderbuss. Renal's helping take shots at this creature that's trying to eat Slug, and you have a blue dragon shooting lightning bolts in the background and around the city, lighting things on fire and making people scream and killing people. And this was something that was summoned by our elf kid, Jeff. Renal.
Cheers, buddy. Everybody cheers.
And what did Andrea say? I'm sorry.
What was it? There it is.
I think we're doing okay.
Next. Yeah.
I feel like I made this entire thing shit.
I'm a little upset with the peer pressure. I'm sorry, Fear. Who's up? Who's up?
The best D&T campaigns don't go as planned. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
I'm trying to fight off a mob. Honestly, I killed half the orphans shooting Reggie, which right now.
You shot him like the fucking British shot the Americans in the Revolution. With a 9 or 12 pound cannonball. What the fuck?
Not cool. I killed all the children. I had the one elven guy that could read on the team. The dragon that's destroying the city.
Your right flank.
We're gonna pick up a bill for that. I don't think we're collecting on this.
Yeah, your right flank is tore up from said cannonball, Reggie. The children that are alive are screaming and wailing in agony with missing limbs and broken bodies. On the left side of the flank, there are urchin kids that have just done puked because of the stank bow and are engaging with Steven and the
hobo battalion.
Veterans. Yeah, the hobo battalion of Flea Bottom and Cheapside, who are missing arms and legs, and they're fighting for 25 gold pieces.
Is Rennick dead? That's all I care about.
No, he's not dead.
Where is he? What is he doing?
He's in front of you, chattering his teeth, trying to eat you.
I haven't killed his ass yet?
No, he's something ungodly, I think.
Oh my god. What do we
Maybe
have?
you should try to see what that is.
Maybe you should try and kiss him, Renal.
That sounds completely hard. I want to take my bone shank and put it through his right eye. Through his brain.
All right, go ahead and give me a hit.
D20?
Yep.
Do I add anything to it, or is it D20?
Yeah, you're plus to your you're plus to your bone shiv plus the 2.
Okay. So I got a +5 on bone shiv. I think I was fucking up this entire time. So I got a 23.
All right, you hit him in the eye. Go ahead and roll. D6.
Roll what? D6 damage. D6. Okay. Just straight D6?
Yep.
I got a 3?
Does he not have a +3 on that?
I think he does. I don't know. I'm not him.
The die itself is a 3. I don't know. I Twitter.
No, I think you add a 3 and that's it.
All right.
So 6.
Stab in the fucking left eye.
All right. It screams loudly. It screams loudly and loses. Yeah, and lose none of its potency as far as strength as you can tell. It is just like, it is not a nice thing that is coming at you. You got one more action. You gonna stab it again?
No, that's obviously didn't fucking work. Okay, it seems like this thing's undead at this point. So what works? I don't know anything about D&D. What works good against undead? Silver, garlic, fucking.
Your character has to know. That's the whole point.
Okay, so me, Slug being Slug, he's looking at this thing with a fucking bone shiv through its eyeball.
Yeah, and the eye's on the bone shiv. So,
do I have my blunderbuss still?
Your blunderbuss is in it. You're holding it away from you with the blunderbuss, and you use your other hand to stab it in the face.
And obviously, there's no silver in my blunderbuss. I wish it was.
No,
silver.
I mean, obviously, it was cheap ass silverware.
Okay,
the fucking stinky Pete, you son of a bitch!
I need one more action. I'm sorry. Where's Reggie?
Reggie is almost to you. He's got about another 7 to 8 feet to get to you.
I want to point at this is going to sound so bad. I want to point at this Rennick's butthole. And I want Reggie to burrow himself into the asshole and then dig into the brain.
All right. I need you to roll 3 times on a D20.
3 times. Do I add anything to it? Like my attack?
No.
Just three natural D20s?
I need 3 D20s. And I'll tell you what you got once you tell me what your totals are.
I got a 5. I got a 16. So 5, 16, and 17. 5, 16, 17.
Almost there. Oh, you got him to get on the back of Rennick, and he's just kind of sniffing his ass and biting it a little.
That's it? I got high numbers there, you fucking asshole. What?
Your first one,
out
though.
of 3.
You almost got it.
He knew where to go. He didn't get the rest of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna die. No.
No.
All right. Can I do like a?
Don't get fancy with it. Just kill him. Don't get fancy with it.
All right. We're just going left, right with the short sword.
Left and right. Don't get fancy with the bullshit.
Okay, so first one is a 16.
You got him.
Okay. Second one is 13.
You don't got him.
All right, so sneak attack for this one. That is going to be a 7 total for damage.
7 total. So you smash this thing with your swords. The second time you smacked it with the broadsides, the flat end of your swords, and it just turned and looked at you. In which, in regard to you smacking it with the flat side, Rennick attacks you.
Fun.
Rennick goes after you. 14, right?
Yep.
Yikes.
Rennick bites you while the blunderbuss is still sticking into him and while missing an eye. He bites you, Renal. It hurts with 6 damage. He bites you. He bites you actually on like the tit area. So like it pinches.
You're not a corn cob like I was. Just count your blessings.
I'm gonna give Slug a look like you're doing a terrible job of holding him.
Man, I'm doing my best. Meanwhile, we have a dragon shooting lightning all over the fucking place.
And you just see it burn in the foreground, just like shit is
I'm
bad.
just kind of like
right
recoil every time I hear it too, just like oh god.
So Zippy is going to see all this, sigh. And he's going to run to the back of Rennick, and he's going to try and grapple with him. He gets it. 18 to a 16. He gets Rennick in like a headlock, and he sits there and holds him.
Grappled?
Yeah, so Rennick's grappled, and the way Zippy does it is Zippy kind of pulls him off the blunderbuss to where he's got his control of his head and his upper body.
Is it Slug's turn?
Hold on. So now Zippy's going to call for the Harpy Eagle.
Oh, yeah, we have one.
Because that stupid fucking bird doesn't do shit for anybody. He wants this bird to attack Rennick with extreme prejudice.
Okay.
I don't like that sigh.
It's a nat 1, ain't it? It's a nat 1, ain't it? It's a nat 1, ain't it?
Yeah. So the
You're not allowed
Harpy
to roll
Eagle,
for fury anymore.
the Harpy Eagle comes out of the night sky and literally grabs Zippy's face. And Zippy's got to now hold for strength here. I got to do a strength check.
Oh my god.
Thank Christ.
God, I'm gonna kill this goddamn bird.
The bird though does 7 damage to Zippy.
I think
So-
it's the first damage he's taken though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
his own bird. Now it's your turn, a Slug, for that whole fucking fiasco that just happened.
So we've real quick before you go, Brock, we've got Rennick up. Are the two like major sidekicks down?
Yeah, the 2 major sidekicks are down. So you've got Zippy holding Rennick like this with a 23-pound Harpy Eagle stuck into his face with his talons.
And then everyone else is just in chaos.
Yeah, it's just a battle now.
Okay.
No, this is we shot all the orphans. We killed the 2 main guys. The orphans are scattered with their torches. I blew them at the bits with fucking Reggie. Where's Reggie right now?
Reggie is on the back of Rennick biting his butt.
So we got Rennick. We got my opossum biting his ass, and we got an eagle clawing at his face.
Clawing at Zippy's face because it was a crit 1. So the eagle stuck into his face like a lawn dart.
And my blunderbuss is stuck in his chest.
No, it just came out once Zippy pulled him off and put him in a headlock.
I want to pick up and load the blunderbuss.
You have the blunderbuss in your hand, so you easily enough load the blunderbuss.
Okay. I want to shoot him in the fucking face.
Zippy with the bird in his head tries to move his head away from Rennick's head while holding him in a headlock. Go ahead and roll 2 d20s.
Just nat d20s? Do I add anything to it? Or
Yeah, just roll 2 d20s. You're doing a disadvantage because you're point blank with the ranged weapon.
I got a 4 and a 9.
You got a 4.
So boom! The gun goes off, it whizzes by Fury the Harpy Eagle and the head of Zippy and Rennick. And it hits in the distance. You hear boom! You hit a bell of some sort with your stray round.
Okay.
It's time for church, guys.
It's about Armageddon at Weltenberg right now because of you guys.
Do I have one more action?
Yes, you do.
Because Rennick's he's nibbling on what, Zippy right now?
Zippy's got him in a headlock.
He just pulled him off of my tit.
Can I do 2 actions and 1 action just to make
You could do 1 action and take advantage on the fact that Rennick is subdued by Zippy, so you guys got free shots on him.
I want to bite Rennick.
You want to what? Bite him?
Bite him. Yeah, I want to bite him in the fucking face.
Is
Okay.
that an unarmed strike? How does that
Yep.
work?
Yeah, I'm gonna give. We'll have fun with it. Okay, so we'll give you with advantage. Go ahead and roll 2 d20s. Take the highest one, and also your damage will be a d6 because I imagine you're mad and you're drunk. Well, not drunk, but you're drugged
So,
up.
My first roll is a 17, and my second roll is a 10. So I take my highest, which is 17. And then I do a D6.
Yep.
D6 is. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll the thing. There we go. I had 2.
You bite his face. He does not like that. You bite his face.
I can imagine.
And he tries to bite back at you, but he can't because he is restrained. Renal, you're new. You just bit this dude.
All right. Shit. I'm gonna go in with the short swords again, and
Minnie has a point here. Just shank him. Find anything and shank him with an. Take out an arrow and shank his ass.
So. Backtracking a little bit, his head got blown clean off, and that shit grew back, right?
Well, yeah, because the orc guy poured something on his upper torso, and
okay. So I'm gonna go with the left and the right, and kind of try to squish the head. All right,
give me 2. Give me 2 rolls. Take the highest.
So 17. Am I adding my short sword onto that too?
Yeah, you dummy.
All right, so 17 plus 5, and then 14
You're so silly.
Plus 5, so 22
and 21. Yeah.
You do it. I mean, it's almost like Zippy's pissed off at you because you didn't give him any warning at all, and you cut this guy's head off into Zippy's hands. Like into his arms, and the head's still chomping at this point. And Zippy's just like, he throws it to you. Do a dex check saving throw. Sorry. Dex saving throw, Renal.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that's 19.
All right, you get bit by the head because you catch it very well. You catch it so well that your thumb winds up in his mouth. You're screaming loudly. Yeah, you're screaming loudly. You catch it really good. You catch it so good. This is one of those situations. This is one of those situations where you shouldn't have rolled very well. You shouldn't have caught the fucking head because it's a chattering fucking head.
Yeah, bro.
The fight behind you dissipates as the old crotchety handicaps beat back and destroy and decimate the remaining street urchins and orphans with their broken limbs and pieces of wood and crutches.
I'm gonna go ahead and move up and say, like, we got to go back to the bar I was at.
And Steven, like, looks at you and he's like, what you mean, what bar? Have you not seen there's a fucking dragon in the sky? The last thing you should be thinking about is a bear. We should be running from this settlement now.
And that's when I grabbed Steve and I said, like, look, I need to get my payment and then we'll figure out the dragon.
What are you getting paid for?
Take us back to the fucking bar.
Steven and the rest of the handicaps clamber ahead of the group of Renal, Slug, and Zippy. And Zippy still has the bird stuck to his face that he's trying to pull off. Reggie,
I'm gonna try to, like, get my thumb. What did it bite? The head?
You bit your thumb.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get my thumb out of there, and then I'm gonna at least loot the orc. I want to loot everybody, but I'm gonna pay special attention to the orc.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay, so you find yourself looking through what has to be a mystic's stuff or belongings, if you will. This guy had to possess some sort of magical ability or innate magical items. So you find yourself a couple shrunken heads on a chain, and they're clearly real heads. You also find yourself a stick about this big that when you touch it, it gives you a boner. And when it gives you...
How big is it?
The stick's about this big. It gives you a boner when you touch it. Yep. So you grab it, and when you move it around, it feels real good. And when you point it at stuff, you feel awesome about it. What do you do with the stick? Do you point it at Slug?
You better make a decision before I do.
Sorry, I'm very confused. And does anyone see what I'm doing? By the way,
Nobody's really kind of picking up on what you're doing.
Okay, so like I kind of like I grab it and I look down and that's weird, and then so I put it around the area and like I feel happy about that. You said
Yes, you feel very happy about it.
right.
and you almost feel like you just want to point it at people.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drift over until like I hit slug and see what happens when I point
He
it at
shits his pants immediately.
I already shit my pants once.
He shits his pants immediately.
The second I hear that, I quickly put that into my backpack. And
you shit your pants because you accidentally pointed at yourself.
Now, did I grab my blunderbuss? I have that now, right? Do I have Reggie in my
you
blunderbuss?
have it. Yeah, I'm not done with what else you found, Renault.
Okay.
You find a tome that has the name Thorpe written on it and the Temple of Adrastos tablature on it.
Tome, name Thorpe, and Temple of Adrastos?
Yes. You also find 4 gold pieces and what seems to be a vial of some milky white substance.
Drink it, you stupid bitch.
All right, hold on one sec. So
You both shit your pants again. It's like
I shit my pants twice. We went out. To murder a guy, and then I ended up murdering a bunch of orphans instead. We summoned a dragon, and we're going back for my beer. You fuck.
You don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. So after I make myself shit my pants, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and just clean that up real quick.
So poop just disappears out of your pants.
You said it was 4 gold, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and then you have an orc arm that's right next to him.
Okay, so everything I'm gonna put in my regular bag, and I'm gonna take the orc arm and put it in that weird face bag that I have.
You open it up and you hear when you open it. You know, like Home Alone when he goes down and he's terrified of the fucking furnace. It's kind of like that noise. Like as soon as you open it and you shut it like real fast, like oh my god, what is in there?
Figure your shit out.
Close that shit right back.
Okay.
Figure your shit out. We're moving.
Steven and his group of handicaps and invalids are leading the charge back to Simple Tom's spot. Master Jeff's roof is definitely on fire. You guys see that it's kind of bad because nobody's coming to this side of town to help save anybody. You guys are on the corner and there's Tom's, and it seems like the party didn't stop at all. They don't know what the fuck's going on outside. You guys get there, the door falls off when you open it. Slug, you look like you're definitely worse for wear. The handicaps show up and kind of push everybody off of it. And Tim sees you and says, well, is it done?
Yeah, it's done. Actually, we got his head to prove it. Renell. I point at Renell.
This was the walk that we were going for?
And he's chomping still. The head's still chattering and chomping.
What the fuck is this?
And he's like,
Don't mind him. Essentially, the guy's dead. Where's my payment?
Do you got any way to move it?
Move what?
The kegs.
The kegs.
I got a way to fucking shoot your face off.
Well, you can't stay here. They'll kill you and drink it all. The head's still chattering, being left up, just like.
Renell, I'm going to need you to get a point across and throw the chattering head at him.
Well, I have. How big's the opening on this bag with the face on it?
Would it fit a keg?
Yeah.
It possibly could, but I mean, you really.
So this bag, it just like it holds whatever. Apparently, there's like this crazy monster sound in there, but it just like holds whatever. I could throw the kegs in there. There's some stuff that's gone missing. I don't know if you got it back. Otherwise, like you're gonna need a wheelbarrow. This head is crazy.
Tim, here.
Throw the head at the guy. He's a fucking dick. He's being a dick.
I'm gonna. You've been giving me some bad advice lately. I'm gonna throw the head. I'm assuming there's a hearth in here somewhere. I'm gonna throw the head in the hearth.
You're gonna throw it in the fire. You're gonna throw it in the fire.
The whole hearth explodes with the spirit of a lich who fucking starts shouting incantations specifically at Renal and cursing him. Also cursing the city of Elfenberg and cursing Slug. It becomes this huge fucking ordeal with this wispy skeletal-like figure whipping around the place. And then the fire turns almost into like a black hole for a second, sucking everything to it, and then gone.
Well, that's that. So now we have 4 kegs of my favorite beer that can't be moved out of here, and we got a dragon torching down the fucking city.
I'm sorry, did you just see what the fuck happened over there?
Everybody hears now in that bar the dragon and the alarm bells, and they all start looking at each other like, the fuck? There's a dragon here?
That's when I grab Brunel by the face. I'm just like, look, kid, liches are one thing. Dragons, how could you fucking...
What the fuck is a lich?
How could you summon a dragon in here, Renell? This is your fucking problem. What are we gonna do?
You told me to do that. There's people around. I don't want to talk about this in front of people.
Kid, you summoned a dragon. What are we gonna do?
You told me to do it. This is your fault.
And then I say, what we're gonna do is drink that beer we just won. So we're gonna postpone the dragon, and we're actually gonna go drink some of that fine mead, my favorite beer that was in the back room that homeboy had. We're just gonna drink that shitty.
I'm gonna question him on that decision real quick. And
Zippy leaves quietly with a few of the guys from Steven's court, his handicapped court, if you will,
entourage,
to procure a donkey and a cart. Unbeknownst to you guys, and the scene draws slowly to a close as our party gets ready to crack open a keg of the finest ale Slug has ever tasted.
All right, so we're cracking kegs now, and a dragon's burning down the city.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna.
I'm assuming everybody's already bailed out of the bar.
No, not yet. They haven't realized how bad it is yet, but that'll come soon enough. I think you guys did a really good job as far as advancing the story and fucking up a city that was perfectly fine before you guys got there.
According to Steven, the fucking metropolis of manure.
No, you guys fucked that fucking place up. I don't know. I wouldn't invite you to my fucking kegger. I'm just saying, you guys are going to be summoning dragons and shit. Starting fights on Sparrow's fucking lane and fucking turning a dude into some sort of fucking unholy creature and summoning a dragon and killing orphans. I don't know, man. That seems...
Brock, you're either playing your character very well or you're just a giant piece of shit. Either way, I'm annoyed with you.
He's playing his character perfectly.
Slug, bro. I think I could kill a dragon right now.
I'm more than half dead. I'm sure you're worse off than I am. So
he's way worse off than you are.
Yeah, I'm at 19 health. I was at 10 health.
Well, that's temporary health, though. How long does that last? Like
that lasts for 12 hours.
12 hours, okay. So you're
12 hours. So do I go back to 10?
If you don't rest without a long rest.
I'll put myself at 10. Just to make it.
No, you're fine without a long rest, though.
Just mark down
after
that
12.
I think there's a thing for temporary health.
There is. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, to the right of your HP, there's a temporary, so you can just add it over there.
Don't care. Okay, are we calling it a night, or are we going to try to kill this dragon?
We are. There's no way you're going to kill that dragon.
No.
We might have to at some point. Oh, yeah. Will that be the final stage in this quest? We have to come back and kill that dragon.
9 thing.
It might, or you guys will err on the side of caution and say, "Well, we gotta go." Do what your character would do is basically the way I look at it. Do
I
what
feel
your
like
guys would do.
I feel like if we kill that dragon, we get a lot of money. A lot
So I'm
of
gonna
money.
real quick to everyone watching. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. It's all down there, and we will see you next Sunday, hopefully. Bye.
Oh, so we're done. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you for tuning in to KY5 Gaming. By the way, be vocal. If you want to come on the show, make your own character, you are more than welcome to join with Slug, Renal, and the other fucking asshats in this playthrough. Either way, we love you all.
Pass this chapter first.
If we pass this chapter, I'm kind of excited if Slug dies. No, Slug's a great character. I like him.
I hope he doesn't die. Slug is so dirty and nasty. He makes me happy that he's just awful. He's an awful fucking creature.
Either way, guys, thanks for tuning in. We love you. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We are gone. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.